Hello everyone, and welcome back to another live stream video. Let's see some bananas in chat. There's Pony Bats. Pony Bats? Pony Butts. Aphelion with the bananas. Excellent, thank you. Oh wow, chat is moving fast today. Ellen, thank you. Ice Cream Hunter. I can barely read these names, they're going by so fast. Commander Alien. Appreciate the bananas. Thank you everyone. Let's jump into it. So today's plan was to stream some Asuminati, but logged on and couldn't really play. And according to Pony Butts, it might be our spoiler wall, by the way. Big old spoiler wall over there. It might be my my cow farm, apparently. Just let the peeps know. Nothing is probably ever said in chat that can't be on a live stream. Well, with the exception of like someone talking about something they don't want spoiled in a video, right? It's not like no one here hasn't behaved. Oh. Alien says, "Good morning, X. Did you have a nice sleep?" I did. I did, and I've been thinking lately about buying a new bed because you spend like a quarter of your life in a bed, so it's probably worth having a good one, right? I was thinking maybe buy something good because I like my sleep. Anyway, what are we doing? What are we doing? We're going to be doing a stream / off-camera project. I found a little something that I wanted to do off-camera, but since we're streaming when I plan to do something else today, I guess we'll do that. Razor says, "Why so bored voice?" It's probably my morning voice is what you're identifying as the bored voice, or the boring voice. It's not the most exciting of sounding of things, isn't it? Go check out the boring voice. No, it's not that exciting at all. Let me show you what today's project's going to be. X, can someone join you, says the Final Sparks. I think you mean another hermit. I don't know, they're probably all doing their own thing at the moment and we're doing our streaming. So down here, I was exploring. In fact, I think it's just through this way. Does this go up and around? It might be this one, it might be on the other side. Let's see if I can show you the actual way I found it. Zoe XP, nice to see you here. Morning Asuma, is Season 1 Asuma? I'm not sure what your question means. Is Season 1 Asuma? Oh, Season 1 boring voice? I don't know. So it's not here either. I guess it doesn't matter. I'll show you where we're going to. Or is it up there? Huh. Well, I found something and I wanted to show you how I found it, but apparently I can't remember. So where's the ladder? It's over here. All we've got to do is pop up this thing. Oh, it was on the other side, that's why. And go through here, and look, we've got a skeleton spawner, so I figured we'd build a mob farm. Zoe says, Season 1 boring voice. Yes. Yeah, if you watch Asuma's World Season 1, probably a bit of 2 as well. I mean, even Hermitcraft, I still had the hello YouTube, you know. Just didn't know how to put my enthusiasm for the game into my voice, which I learned to do over time. Onion says, did you see Doc and Efo's vid? I did. Doc and Efo are back on the server. I am excited, as you're all probably aware. Some of the first YouTubers I watched, and now they play on the server with us, which is amazing. Yeah, so in 1.9, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's as far out as we've got to like create the spawning area for this thing. So we're going to go one block out further so that we can have our own like wall. Tesla, thank you for the nice message. Oh, chat, moving too fast. Tesla says, I gave my physics board exam, and here you bring some stellar entertainment, just perfect. Oh, no problem at all, buddy. I hope you enjoy the live stream. Argebi says, get rid of those side torches. We've got a new subscriber here, the 9 Gods. Thank you for subscribing, appreciate it. Here is a little shuffle for you, bam. And if you didn't know, Extreme UHC is later today. In fact, it's going to be 10 hours from now. So if that interests you and you want to be a part of that event, you can sign up for it on asumavoid.com/extremeuhc. And Human Pork Rind has subscribed for 2 months in a row. What an awesome name. That sounds like a death metal band right there. Thank you for the awesome support. Here's some shuffling. Again, as I just said, Extreme UHC is today. And I don't think there's a link to Discord app in chat because I don't think Astellion is here today, or Make It Rain, which is fine, of course. Do you know what? They're always like apologising if something goes wrong. They're too humble. They come here and they do it all for free. They keep chat amazing and managed for me. Yeah, which is absolutely awesome. Oh no, Estelian is here. Oh dear, I feel just talking about. I feel a bit odd now. Yeah, Estelian, you guys do a great job. And as I was saying, you know, you're too humble about it as well. You know, you do this for free and help out so much. So appreciate it. What's going on in chat? Cub fan just left. Okay. Oh. I thought there were blocks below me. So we're listening to some Orang today. Figured we'd change it up, listen to something a little bit different. Does X own the Hermitcraft server? Chris, I do not own Hermitcraft. No one owns it. It is cooperatively run. Let's put it that way. Hi! I had a feeling you'd be here. Thanks for coming by. Let's put that torch back. Yeah, and we're going to build a farm. X, did you see Tengo's triple XP farm? I did. I've been using it. I plan on using a little bit of that today as well, actually. Right, so we've got to think about the escape zone. It's been ages since I did this. Is it going to be a community spawner? Probably. I mean, anyone can come here and use it, but I'm going to hook it up in a way where it just gets me bones, basically. It's not an XP grinder that I want to build. How many expos have you sold? Says MP7767. I think I've sold 5 so far. I was expecting them to sell a little bit faster, but I think some people don't value the bow as much as I would. Okay. Right, so yes, we're just continuing with this shape right here. Make sure we get all the outside bits. There we go. By the way, right now... Oh, it's stopped. Oh, no, it hasn't. It's snowing. Like, in the UK, it always snows in April or March. It's so silly. There's always just this one day of snow. I don't think it happened last year, but most of the time it does. And today is that day. I looked out the window, it wasn't snowing. A minute later, it was heavy snow. I was like, okay, it's clearly March. This isn't a surprise. I think Tango's here in chat. Tango says he brought one. Awesome. That might be, like, up to 6 sales now then, because I think I've tracked everyone who brought one so far by watching videos and stuff. XB is jealous on your shop. I think I watched XB's video. He didn't seem too interested in it. I don't think he's jealous, though. Tango's saying he brought one of your... Oh, yes, yes. Rich... Is it Richonet? Gotcha. William says, previous video was excellent. Good pun. Good pun there. Okay, so we've got our walls cleared out. We want to put in a roof here as well. I think I want to build this room with diorite for some reason, which will probably mean polished diorite. So temporarily... Let's move that to one side, this one to the other. And we'd have 2 there, and then that would be our ceiling, right? Yeah, that's the highest spot. So that's already cleared out to the right height. Excellent, okay. It's nice and easy with this Efficiency 5, isn't it? X is snowing for you now. It snowed for me yesterday. Minion, if you're in the UK, I imagine maybe it's travelling up or down the country. I don't know. Depends on where you are. Do you have TX? I do. Thank you for the reminder. What, 8 minutes into a stream? I think that means it's good for a sip. The gods using the old little tea emote there, which looks amazing. Oh wow, that is a little bit too hot. It needs about another 4 minutes, I reckon. Yeah, so you guys are saying the bird poop. Yeah, I want to hop on to play.sumavoid.com today and do a little bit of building. But when I hop on, I need to like hide my screen because of spoilers a little bit. As you saw at the beginning of the stream, there was some spoilers in my base, and putting all of those trees around it was actually a pretty effective way to make an anti-spoiler system. So anyway, the spawn area is there, and then the escape area I think is 3 blocks below. So 1, 2, 3, right, and then you've got skeleton is too high. 1, 2, and then water. So I reckon if we go that far down, we should definitely be outside of the area. Normally what I do is look it up, but since we're streaming, I'll let it be. If anyone wants to tell me if they know what it is, feel free to go so. Says, does Slipgate still play? I mean, I can't speak for someone else. I can only tell you what I know, which is that I think he said in a video that he hasn't got plans to do Minecraft again. So just letting you know what I'm speculating. I probably shouldn't answer these questions. I just... Like, XB will always say, go ask the person that, you know, you're asking about, but I don't think he talks about it anymore, so I kind of feel like obliged to to let you know what I know. Anyway, that's as far down as we're going to do, so we've got a fair bit of digging to go for. I'm going to leave these little blocks of the torches in place, and we need to put some lamps around here. Yeah, Stellian is saying, peeps, ask the hermit in question, not Asuma. There you go. I mean, oh, I'll try to answer if I can, I guess, but the best thing always to do is to ask that person directly. I mean, they got Twitter and stuff, haven't they? If you go 3 blocks diagonal in the positive direction and 4 blocks diagonal in the negative direction, you've got the spawn area of the spawner. It can also be the other way around. Flippino, it's actually now just 8 in all direction in 1.9. That's a change that they made, I think maybe in 1. No, I'm pretty sure it was a 1.9 change. Yeah, but what I was talking about was the escape area, the area where the skeleton is outside of the spawner's range and it won't, like, include it in its cap. Oh, almost fell down here again. Onion says, bird poop spawner hype. I mean, as soon as you guys started saying bird poop, I was thinking maybe not. What we'll do is we'll go on the server and build some creative stuff. Just have a little bit of fun with some different colour themes and things like that. Mr. Furdog says, what was the question? The question that I've been asking is about the escape area. So it's the area in which a skeleton will be outside the range that affects the cap of the spawner. X, it's always hard to catch UK Hermit's live streams for me in California. 1 AM here. Pandora's Dads, welcome to the stream. Yep, I probably stream at an awkward time for you. However, on the weekends I do stream at this time in the morning, so that's something you can potentially catch. Like next week it will be a Sunday because I stream every other day. And that's kind of the plan. Let's eat this, this right here. Jereb says, just subscribed, you're awesome. Thank you for subscribing, Jereb. You might mean follow, it's different here on Twitch than it is on YouTube if you come from YouTube. But thanks for following. If anyone else wants to hit the follow button, I've not really been paying attention too much to the music because it's very quiet for me. Let me turn that up and see if I can hear the little noises, because the noises in me are sometimes broken. That Pixel says, there we go, people are following, I can hear it. Twitch on PS4 is not very good. Can't use chat or change the quality. Yeah, I was always a little bit surprised with the support for those things. I remember when PlayStation 3 got its web browser and it was awful. It was, I mean, I don't know what to say about it. If they're trying to compete with the PC gaming platform, surely adding in a browser would be pretty basic by now. I mean, I don't know what the PS4's like, but it doesn't surprise me that Twitch is like that. I've tried Twitch on the iPad, that's awful. You can barely do anything with it. You can barely read the chat. It's not so great. I wanted to use that actually, now that I've got an iPad, as my window for chat and like put it just below my monitor, but you know, looking over to the right is probably better because it's bigger. You can change the quality on Xbox, says Negative Panda. Well, there you go. Xbox is apparently losing the race, not that I really care. I saw an article about it the other day actually. Someone pointed out that it's bad for gaming to like root for one side and to encourage exclusives or to basically be a part of that us versus them mentality. Anyway, I got a noise in my ear there. Salian? Is it Salian123 has resubscribed for 10 months in a row. Absolutely epic. Check out me shuffling right here. Thank you for all the epic support. And of course, today is Extreme UHC Day. If you'd like to participate, asumavoid.com/extremeuhc. As a Twitch subscriber, you can sign up for it. And it is like 10 hours from now, later today. As I was saying, so basically, the whole console wars thing is essentially a gimmick of sorts. It's like a marketing campaign to get customers, like, you know, signed up on either side, because it creates discussion and arguments which just basically promotes both sides of the battle. What's bad for that kind of stuff though is that when you have exclusives and things like that, exclusives mean people lose out on games. So if one platform starts to dominate, it makes it easier to get exclusives and all of that. So you might think, you know, exclusives are great if you've got that console, but not really, because really everyone should have access to a game, right? Anyway, we've got a new subscriber here. It's Morgan Corn has subscribed. Morgan Corn _. Is that reference to corn as in the band because you spelled it with a K? Either way, thank you so much for subscribing. have a little juggle right here, and I hope you enjoy the stream. As I've mentioned many times, Extreme UHC is today. There is a link in chat for you as well. So, Bob Epic says, am I the only one who has Xbox and PlayStation? Some people have both. I've given up on consoles, really. I don't have the time to play games casually much anymore. I do them all for YouTube videos. And I used to have a PlayStation, and that was just out of habit, you know. But I never really cared too much for the console wars. Right, we're filling this in. I've just realised this is all actually like the wall that gets filled in, because we've dug outside of our little zone here. Although this bit looks a bit short. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we've gone one short here, but we can leave like a gap over on this side probably. So let's get all of this sorted out. Psychic Vortex says, will you go outside of the mesa? Probably not in today's stream. I don't know, we might end up doing something outside of it. But in general, I'm going to stick in this area for a while. Are you going to stream the UHC? Ildef? No, I'm going to record it and upload it to my second channel if it's good. I mean, I'll probably upload it if it's not that great and I die, but when I say good, what I mean is last time I had two teammates who were AFK and didn't have mic. It's one of the requirements now to have mic. I think we may have set it up already so that you can't join unless you've got a microphone. And we set up a system to test that. Well, I say we. I talked about it with the other guys, and then they said, yep, that's possible. X, do you have any ideas for a mod you would like to see? Yeah, I could come up with mod ideas. I've actually got a list somewhere of things I'd like to mod. But, you know, talking about it is one thing. It'd be nice to see it, but what can you do with that, eh? X, do you have any ideas? Oh, wait, that's the same message. You are probably posting it multiple times. What is he doing, says AS Zoots. We're building a mob farm today. And it's just going to be a simple little collection system for bones for us. Alright, so I think now what I want to do is, yeah, probably just work on the aesthetics. Now, I've got an idea for the trap, how it's going to work. I think you're going to like it, but we're not going to do that just yet. So I need to disconnect here and load up a different client. So you're just going to have to watch this screen for a minute here, sorry. Professor Awesome says, hey, do you have Instagram? I do not have Instagram. I do not even have like a personal Instagram or anything. Okay, let's load up this other one. Minion says, just subscribed. Well, thank you for subscribing. I'm going to assume you mean follow. Thank you for doing so, if that's the case. Right, so we can log on to the server. And Master Blaster 428 has subscribed. Thank you, buddy. I'll say hello in a second. Aha, right, we are in the spoiler territory. I need to go, let's see, H5. Yeah, this place will do. Alright, let's get it up on the screen. Click that. There we go, excellent. Now we're on this one. Hey look, it's Bobby. Is it Robbie? Robbie, that's it. Robbie the bird. Over here. Maxi Taxi says, hey X, what's happened? Just joined the stream. This is, by the way, this is a build I was going to do for my base, but I didn't like where it was going. I'm not so great at building. You can see here, like, that I've basically like looked at what other people are doing and thrown in a few techniques, but it hasn't really gone together too well. So we don't need to do too much here, do we? Oh yeah, Master Blaster as well. Thank you so much for the subscription, buddy. Hope you have a great time with today's stream. We've got a donation here from Flip Biscuit saying, hey X, Flip Biscuit, I like that name. Hey X, I've been watching these on YouTube for ages and finally get to see you live. Big fan, keep up the awesome work. Well, thank you for the donation, buddy, and thanks for watching the videos on the second channel. It's always nice to, I think this guy's trying to get a selfie, there you go. Yeah, what was I saying? I didn't even know. Someone yesterday, though, I thought it was really cute in a way. I was building, and they were like really far away, like that sort of distance. And then, when I went AFK for a second, I saw them like shuffle over and try and take a screenshot. And as soon as I moved, they shot off into the distance again, which was like being polite because a lot of people can crowd around when you're on here. Right, so anyway, what we're going to do is design. Let's put the lapis block in as our mob spawner, maybe a little bit higher. And we're never really going to see this room. That's the thing. Be nice if we could make a dark room to look into it. So maybe we'll make one of the walls out of glass and we'll put a little dark room on the opposite side. So there's an idea. This chap's getting in my face. If you are on here, please give me a little bit of space when I stream. If people keep flying at me, it means I have to block the plot. So what have we got available to us? We've got clays. We could build something colourful with clays. We could, in theory, get red sand, a bit grindy. Be nice to go with something simple. Maybe we'll make some stone bricks. And hey, we can make the chiseled ones now as well in 1.9. Or we could build like a room with walls made out of trapdoors, believe it or not. That'd be interesting. Let's throw some trapdoors in here. It's not 1.9, is it? So we can't just plop them down anywhere. But what do you reckon? Does that sound a little bit weird? Like if we were to just make all of the walls out of floating trapdoors. Like imagine the blocks aren't there. I mean we could do it with barrier blocks on here actually. I reckon we should do something like that. I mean why not? It's different. Let's try something different. Okay, so we need barrier blocks. I don't know how to get them on here. Yay, it worked! Amazing, right. So we have our 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, now the trapdoor's technically going to be... Okay, what we'll do is we'll put the barrier here, because we can put the trapdoor on the outside, right? So we've got trapdoors like this. Oh look, the particle effects don't appear. How odd. Okay, now the height of the room is... Oh, that's the top of the spawner. We got a noise in my ear here, a donation from Airlock MC saying, "Hi X, it's 1:15 AM here, so I can't stay here for long. I just wanted to say that you are one of the best content creators on YouTube and Twitch. I've been watching since the beginning of Hermitcraft Season 1 and I've been hooked ever since." So that is a lovely, kind message. Thank you so much, buddy. I hope you continue to enjoy the content and the streams. And man, Hermitcraft Season 1, that is old school right there. Airlock MC is old school. That's going back years. That really is. Okay, so that's in the correct place. The height of the room is 2 blocks above. So that means this is our ceiling. Okay. Right, that can go. And then it's going to go down quite a way. But I think what we'll do is we'll come down by 1 more. We'll put a block there and we'll remove this as well. So this is going to be our border at the top. And we've got another noise in my ear. And it's from Human Pork Rind, who is a new subscriber. Is your player head drop supposed to drop the person that you kill? It seems that when Doc and Etho killed each other, it drops their own, not the other player. That was... Hey, it's Nobby Nuts. Hi. That was a mistake. Well, I say a mistake. Mistake isn't the right word. Yes, you're correct. It's not supposed to work like that. That is an error. I don't know why that happened. I need to investigate it. This is why I didn't rush into doing a tutorial. I wanted to basically test these things out on Hermitcraft and see how they do, because I don't have the resources to test at the moment too much. Very busy. Okay. So let's stack... no, slash... Wait, is it stack is the command? Slash stack like 5... Yeah, it is. Okay, so we would have a wall like that. Now this isn't the most interesting block anymore. Let's use those ones just because they can now be a little bit more common. Alright. So our skeleton spawner would have something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is where the other wall will be, just over here. So I'm going to put our border there. Right, so we would have a window like that, and then on the other side we'll put slabs and have a dark room to look into it. That's pretty crazy. However, I've got to say, this material right here, not too impressive, is it? So it'll be something like that. We don't need to build the whole thing 100% here. So in the ceiling we're going to have our redstone lamps. And I think I might put more than what's necessary in so that we can do this and just have a nice... like 9 by 9. Oh no, wait, does that make sense? 9 by 9. Why 9? It's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's 5. I mean, it's 3 by 3. It's 5 blocks across, and I've said 7 and 9. I don't know where I'm getting these numbers from. I'm just saying what pops into my head, I guess. Right, so then the other wall comes across here. Yeah, that's correct. So that should actually be a little bit smaller. So we'll have something like this. I think that block's actually quite ugly when repeated. We're going to have all of our trapdoors and stuff like in these little viewing platforms. And now we just need to decide on materials for various things, don't we? How to get on your creative service, says Srekos. It is play.asumavoid.com. Okay, what do we want to use? I'd love some material suggestions, but I know by saying that I'm going to let chat go crazy here. I'm going to have a sip of my tea. If you've got a tea, remember to have a sip. Food Panic says, what are you doing? We're designing a spawner room. Quad says, too much stone. I couldn't agree more. That's why I want to get a different... What about stone slabs? Yeah, I guess I kind of want to just use materials I haven't seen before at this point. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, 1.9's here. We don't have access to purple or endstone. When we get those, we're going to come back here and redecorate. We do have access to yellow clay, which is be a strange one to put in there. So some of you are saying stained clay. Look, people are getting selfies while I'm standing here looking at the menu. Sandstone. I'd rather do it with something that's just lying around that we can grab. I mean, red. Let's go with red stained clay. That's a nice colour. All right, watch out, peeps. So if we have all of this, does it look terrible against the wood? Not really. Actually, looks kind of nice. And I think what I might do, if we made this window smaller again, then we could put some dark oak logs in the corner, which I reckon would look nice against the red. Yep, that always looks good against there. And then it would be in this corner as well. Actually, not so sure. Maybe we will just go, keep it nice and simple, red all the way around and across. Something like that, and then we wouldn't have that there. Right, then below this, I would reckon we definitely need some polished andesite. So then we have a ring of that all the way around. Okay, that looks alright so far. That will then separate what we're doing at the top here from the bottom. And if you're still not following me, like, I know I haven't filled in all of this, it just takes time. Right, so then we'll have 3 like windows on all of the sides. This side over here won't, because that's where the trap's going to be. So that's just the roof. And I did say like about using the bird poop texture. It's probably going to look real bad, isn't it? Yeah, it doesn't look terrible, but I've gone off that texture a lot, to be fair. Yeah, actually, it looks pretty ugly. So maybe this is where we use these stone slabs, you know, very sort of pale, non-offensive texture. And man, everyone is like flying into this little area we're building in. Not everyone, just a few people. Yeah, keep it simple, we'll go with that. We'll keep it simple. It's a very, very typically vanilla-looking build here, not a lot of shape. Just something simple, which is alright, that's what we're going for. So I'm happy with that. We'll put our redstone on the top of there. And, you know, redstone wires connected to a switch somewhere. That'll do all of the lamps. So I think we're set for our next part of the game here. I just want to build something. I want to build something quickly. Bear with me. I love doing this. It's so funny. We're going to select that and that. And then we're going to go / stack. Like... Let's go 4. Aha. Then we go that, and we go. Let's stack it by like 10. Right, now everyone grab a hole and stand in it, and this just looks so weird. Hi. They all know what to do. It's just, it looks so weird, especially when you hold shift as well. Everyone just looks suspicious and sneaky right now. Oh, and now people are getting in my hole. Anyway, let's pop back to Hermitcraft. Bam. I am still on the other server if you fancy, I don't know, flying around while I'm AFK. Daniel Yes Dan says, it says Hermitcraft. It absolutely does. That's because we're going to be playing on Hermitcraft. I was doing a little bit of creative building elsewhere. So now we know what we're going to go for down in this room. I need to figure out a couple of things about it though. One of those would be like the orientation of the room at the moment, so here's where we go up. Oh no, wait. Do I need to go through there? I think I need to go through that bit over there, so let's create something for us to hop across on. Okay, so I know this. That direction is the exit of the farm. Right, if we remember where those two bits are, that's where we're not building a window. Animal says they're getting in your hole. That's pretty gross. Okay, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. The Minecraft hole. I was in the stream. Yes, I am. BatFox101 says BatFox101. Yes, you are. You're here in the stream. Now everyone is making jokes about my hole. Brilliant. It's not what I meant. You don't have to get like that. Master Blaster says tea. Thank you for the reminder, buddy. I shall have another sip. It's like a little reward having a sip of tea. It's like, congratulations, you streamed for another 5 minutes. Have a sip of tea. Alright, let's have a look. Alien SFT says that mending is the best thing in 1.9. Impulse just got a 14 emerald villager for mending. Awesome! I am working on doing that myself, actually. Alright, Cub Fan is in chat with us. Cub, if you want to just spam or something so I see your name. And then I'll give you the old moderation status so people know it's the real you. Alright, so we're grabbing some stone slabs. We are... Oh, let's see. We got some of these ones to drop off. We need our red clay. I've got too much cobble right now. I mean, my chests are horribly disorganised, and they'll probably stay that way. Let's chuck cobble over there as well now. Oh, Fozzie's here as well. Hey, Fozzie, welcome to the stream. We were just on the plot world. What is mending, says Retrommel. Is it Retrommel? Well, I would go look it up. It's an amazing enchantment in 1.9. It repairs with XP. We've also got a new subscriber here. We'll get to that in just 1 second. Okay, red stained clay. That's what I want. We don't have a lot of it, so I will grab... I don't have a lot of hardened either, actually. That's it. And I do have a little bit of red dye. So we'll take what we need with us. We've got the means to make a crafting bench and to make our trapdoors as well. Right, so then we need redstone lamps. I seem to be on the ball today. Often or not, we like charge into building something and then don't have what we need. Okay, so we need 9 of these in total. See, I'm doing it all good today. And then we need some redstone. And we'll need redstone wire as well, which we'll hook up to a lever or something like that. Keep it simple for now. Bam, there we go. That's probably enough redstone wire. MM2PL says, X, your stream is awesome. Thank you for the compliment, buddy. Glad you're enjoying it. You're second on the Twitch list. That's awesome. Thanks for letting me know, Cape Tioza. Hopefully I said your name wrong. Do you know what? I just feel like there should be a disclaimer every time I say a name. I'd love it if, like, the game could, or my stream could automatically know. And as soon as I say it, it's like, apologies in advance. Just a little message on the screen. Alright, what are we doing? We're doing redstone, we're doing trapdoors, we're doing red... Oh, andesite. We need like a bunch of andesite, and that's kind of it, actually. That's all we need at this moment. So, we have a new subscriber. It's JanCX Gaming. Thank you so much for subscribing. Really do appreciate the support. Here's your shuffle. Bam. Look at my mad shuffling skills right there. And you can now sign up for Extreme UHC, which is happening today, later on today. Also, Cub Fan, have not noticed your name in chat yet. It is hard to keep up with chat. Chat moves very fast. You have a donation, you derp, says Pony Butts. Oh yes, we've got a donation from Pony Butts here. Why not make a wall into a skeleton face pixel art? And if you want to be able to see inside the spawner room, redstone torches should not affect the spawning while still providing light. I would be a little bit suspicious of that. I can't remember, but I think I watched a video where someone did a test on this, that lower light levels affect spawn rates, like maybe in tiny percentages, but they suppose they do have an effect. So if you've got a dark room and it's all like light level 0, you get top spawn rates. Then if you have light level 1 in there, that segment will have a slightly slower spawn rate. But that could have been an old video, I don't know. I would test that before going ahead with it. But yeah, definitely a good suggestion. Now, the room is 9 blocks wide, which means it would be a bit of an odd one. Also, I'm not sure now that we've designed a lot of this if we're going to have room to fit it in. But good idea, Pony. I'll keep that in mind. Let's start off with our ceiling, which we've then got to dig above, which is something I forgot about. So we have our... Oh yeah, we've got our 2-block thing here. So that's going to need to be made out of glass. So I need to bring some glass down here. That way the light can go into the room. And then we just got... Is it really just that? There's room for another one, look. I perhaps built it wrong on the plot world. We could put one over at this edge. Let's put a gap or two between each one. That way we should definitely cover the spawning area. Oh, right, okay. Make it rain is telling me how to mod cub with commands. Okay. Cub fan 135. Bam, there you go. You should have mod now. Oh, there you are in chat. I see you now. With the blue name. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Emergency mute. Oh, that was a violent one. Mr. Mineman, thank you for the lovely message. Flap says, what are you doing? Flap, we are making a mob farm today. One over here. And just put them in all the spaces. Yes, Asuma, a gap of 2 is right for proper lighting, says Duke Firebird. There you go. Duke Firebird possibly knows his stuff. if he's right, he does. Yeah, I don't know why I thought a gap of 1. I think I just built it a little bit too small in the creative world. But yeah, it should be more than enough, really. I think you can, if you put them in the right spots, you can do it with 5. I think these ones might be unnecessary. So now we just got to, excuse me, fill it all in. Right, and I can't get around to that side over there just yet. Which is fine by me, but this side we can. Is this going in video as well, says Hey Dojo. I have a second channel where I upload these live streams. Otherwise, this is a off-camera project, so there won't be too much about it other than showing the finished thing in a video, most likely. Yeah, I wasn't even going to do this on a stream. I was just going to do it with some spare time, but I guess now that we're streaming, we'll do it. I didn't bring a lot of those. I think I actually didn't pick any up. They were just in my inventory. So what we'll probably do is smelt a load of cobble up top. Asuma, where the barriers are in 1.9, there's no barriers anymore, so the skeletons can spawn in the place where the barriers are. Oh, I think I know what you mean. I probably just built it a little bit incorrectly. Don't worry, we can accommodate for that. Wait, stone slabs, Mumbo gave you put X. What? Stone slabs, Mumbo gave you put X. I don't understand quite what that means. I think that's a reference to Mumbo and his stone slabs. Okay, in goes all the cobble. Out comes the iron. Gold. We're looking alright. We're definitely low on iron at the moment. I did a tiny bit of caving the other day for some. Now, I thought I had some slabs lying around somewhere, but perhaps not. Oh! That happens a lot now that I have my bow in my offhand. Dinesh XP says, I just finished watching the previous stream on the second channel. Hi there, X. Well, that was good timing. Welcome to the next one along. That is not going to be enough. It might be enough, but we definitely need a little bit more. Let's hang out here for a second. Just put the trapdoors on the inside above the stone, not on the outside. That's basically what I was planning for. Phase. X, just go to Tango Tech XP Farm. Skeleton Zombie and mini spider spawners there. Pro Jake, we're not building an XP farm. We're building a bone farm. And it's just a little project that I wanted to do. Not always about, you know, using someone else's farms. It's nice to do your own little projects. Right, that should be enough. And Wolfie says, what are you building? We're building a mob farm. Let's say that. Every time someone asks, we're building a mob farm. Alright, Mally says, I just got Twitch so I can watch his live streams. Or this live stream even. Awesome. Thanks for signing up and I hope you enjoy it. I'm assuming, I think you can watch without an account, right? But if you want to chat, you need an account. I think that's how it works. I mean, I don't watch a lot of Twitch myself. I just stream, and then when I watch someone else, it's probably because, like, we've just raided them after I've done my own stream. Right, okay, so that is... Yeah, that's that. We need to put in our redstone wires and turn those lamps on. So we've got to dig up above now. Oh, some iron, which we actually definitely need, because I'm low on iron, as you saw. Not got much of this. Been using it all up on hoppers for our tree farm. Wow, that is a big vein of iron. I found one early on that was like 36 blocks in total. It must have been just a couple stacked together. It was quite crazy. Right, I don't want to clear this thing out entirely, but we've got to do something here. So Right, 3 blocks across. We'll put down the slabs and put redstone across here. And then we'll have our lever on this spot temporarily. That'll do good. Oh, I forgot to get some glass while we're up here. Bam, there we go. There's some lighting. And then we'll branch out in either direction. So technically, all we need to do is power the block next to it. But we'll put redstone all the way across. X, it's tea time, says Mr. Mineman. Thanks for the reminder, bud. Let's go do that. Let's go drink some tea. What is the seed of your server, says Strahil? If you go to the Reddit, Hermitcraft /r/ no, reddit.com/r/Hermitcraft, you can find the seed. Ah, delicious. Noise in my ear, right there. It is Ectrovink. Man, that is a crazy to say name. I think it's Ectrovink. Thank you for the subscription. Here is your shuffle. Bam, bam, bam. Hope you enjoyed today's stream and have a good time. And, as you know, you can sign up for the Extreme UHC. Thank you so much for the epic support, buddy. I do appreciate it. Right, we're almost done with this wiring now. I'm also just going to clear out a little bit of space on this side since we did so on the opposite. Doesn't feel right to leave it undone. Okay, that's all good in the hood, right. So now it's all lit up and we can control it with that. I think we can remove our things from below here, torches, that's the one. And we should be all... Actually, let's break the block there. Should be all good. This is a little bit of a test now. I just saw like the particles on the side pop out a little bit. That's probably... It'd just do that anyway, wouldn't it? Okay, no, we seem to be alright. Yes, we do. Let's go down and pick up our torches. Because I don't want to waste them. How do we get in here? Through this bit. Right, it does feel a little bit unsafe at the moment, but nothing is spawning, so I think we're good. We'll throw down a torch here just so it's not going to spawn mobs the other way while we're moving around. Don't you need side lighting also, says Burnt Grass. Apparently not. Apparently we do not. I mean, you never used to. And didn't see anything spawn then, so we're alright. Okay, so now we're going to do these sides, and we're going to do them different to how we did it on the server, because when I did it on the server I made some mistakes. So now we're going to see what it is this will be like. I just realised I'm digging out where I want the wall to go. The wall's going to start here, isn't it? Let's put some cobble up top. And we've got another noise in my ear here. We'll get to that just in 1 second. It is there. 1, 2, 3 to here. Right, so this is going to be where all of that goes. And then that means, yeah, that bit in the corner gets filled in. So you've got the other bits in the corners as well. Right, so we know where we're at with that. We have a new subscriber, another subscriber here. It's Hellcare XE or EXE, like the computer extension file. Hellcare EXE1 has subscribed. Thank you so much for the subscription, buddy. Hope you have a great time with today's stream. And... of course, check out the links to Discord app chat and Extreme UHC in chat. They should both be there for you. X, is this a skeleton farm for bows? It is not. It is just for bone meal, I think, is the plan. There we go. It's a farm for bones. Absolutely right. Free roller skates. Okay, so this right here. And another noise in my ear. Wow, so many today. It's Ron Bachar. Ron Bachar subscribing for 7 months in a row. Absolutely epic support. Thank you so much, buddy. Hope you have a great time with today's stream. And as you know, I say it so often now. Extreme UHC is today, and Discord app is in chat. There you go. Right. Okay. Now we need a crafting bench. We need to make ourselves some trapdoors. Let's also dig a little tunnel around to the other side so we can get between all these different areas we got going on. Is this the way out of the farm? Wait, I'm getting all confused here. Yes, that's the way out of the farm. Let's put it somewhere in this area. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do it in multiples of 6. Let's do 12. Why don't you make a Terraria Hermitcraft server? I believe, let's go back up and read that, it is going to be awesome. Well, I mean, you might think it'll be awesome. I don't know who would play on it because I know Python probably would. Python's big on Terraria, but I don't have the time to pick up that game, and I don't know what other hermits do either. I mean, yes, it would be awesome if we were all playing a game together like Terraria, but in practicality it probably wouldn't happen. Right, so how do we have to place these in order to get them in the right spot is what I want to know. Do we have to like stand here? Right, and then that's on the... Oh, does that mean we have to place it from this side? That'll be extremely convenient. I should really use my axe. I do have an axe. Don't know why I'm not using it. Aha, there we go. Well, that makes life easy. So our walls are going to be like this, making use of the trapdoors. If I double-click that, does it place one on top? It does. So 1, 2, 1... Oh, don't shoot. Don't shoot. 1, 2. Ah, we've run out. Well, that looks really cool, actually. Already I'm liking it. And maybe when we have a little bit more... I was going to say money. Not money, iron. We could put some iron ones in there, but then they need to be powered, so I don't think they'll be practical for a pattern. So it looks like we're going to end up with needing a lot of these. Let's go for 24. Slap all of that in, and all of that. So 24 gets you 32 trapdoors. It's a little bit expensive. Right, so double click. Bam. So that's one window right there. What do you reckon? What do we think, peeps? I reckon it's alright. Very, very plain and flat style vanilla building, but at least it's different, right? It's not the same old thing. NASCAR Boy says, money is made of iron. Is it? Is money made of iron? It could be made of paper. Or it could be made of our belief in it. Who knows? Whoa, what was that? Oh, money doesn't work unless people believe in it. Let's go get some hardened clay from somewhere. I know Cleo... Oh wait, no, I brought some with me. Cleo said I could pinch some from her. But I want to avoid doing that. Let's use this, because I brought it with me. Bam, there we go. Alright, so probably enough to do the other side over here. How can I autosave your world without plugins, says Razing. I get this question so often, it's bizarre. You know, the autosave is just a vanilla thing. It's like, it's the vanilla server autosaves. I don't know what to say. It's just what it does. And people ask me quite often, like I get comments on videos or tweets, how do you make your server autosave? I mean, people are watching and seeing it happen. I reckon people who ask might not be OP on the server, because this is a message that you see if you're OP, right? So your server is probably auto-saving anyway and you don't realise it, but it's a vanilla thing. Why font to make tree farm? If that was supposed to be don't, because F is next to D, I have a tree farming thing sort of going on already, actually. It's all good. And right now we're focusing on this project, so we're not building a tree farm. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. Oh, let's get that motion going. 1, 2, and then 3. Did I do this bit? Yeah, I think I did this. No, I've done that complete... Wait, what? Oh, I think I... Oh no, look, I've missed a row of slabs up there. Well, that was well noticed. I knew something was wrong. Didn't line up with this gap. Yes, we need another row of slabs there. So those ones are in place. Right, and then that does definitely go over to that bit. Very cool. And that's all of our trapdoors for this side. What are you making, says Robot Gaming TV? We're making a mob trap for skeletons. Bam. And we're focusing a lot on the aesthetics. And we got a new subscriber here. It's Harry K086, my old friend. How you doing, buddy? Thank you for subscribing. Here is your shuffle. Yeah, Harry is old school XVS. Even, what was it used to be called? XPD. Harry's been around for a long time. Thanks for subscribing, buddy. And I'll see you in the Extreme UHC, which you're already in, because if you're a donator on the XVS server, you can join the Extreme UHC as well. So there are several ways to join. Okay, that is looking alright. I've got to be honest, it is not the most impressive thing I've ever seen, right? But we didn't expect it to be. We're just going with something simple and doing a little bit of interiors. It's quite funny, actually, because what I've built outside is, I think, reasonably good. And normally I'm the interiors guy, although I didn't give this like too much thought. You know, it's just a simple mob farm. And this is not looking as good as that, that's for sure. But hey, it's just a simple little off-camera project. X, why is chat always in slow mode? It's kind of annoying. Phase RX, that's because every time I look over at chat it's moving, and sometimes I can't read because it moves so fast. How do I get out of here? So it's in slow mode to reduce the speed of it. The problem is that some people will type, let's say, you know, several messages in like a couple of minutes, and other people might type one every now and then. But either way, lots of people typing makes it hard to read, so we need to reduce the amount. You told something about everyone getting an elytra in the normal episode. Can you explain how everyone is going to get them? Or David, when you kill the Ender Dragon on this server, it will drop an elytra. That is a custom command block module that we've made on a live stream, actually. And we've yet to test it, which is why I haven't made a video on it yet. Well, we rough tested it in the live stream, but we need to do a proper test, which we'll find out when we kill the Ender Dragon. By the way, I'm going to be fighting the Wither first before we do the Ender Dragon, which is interesting. I'm not sure if I've done that before in a season. Right, and now for this side. Okay, can you wish me a happy birthday, X, says Yodan. Absolutely, happy birthday, Yodan. I hope you have a great time today. And yeah, happy birthday. It's always someone's birthday when we stream, that's my theory. I mean, we have 1,600 people here watching today. Thank you everyone for coming by the way. Hope you are enjoying it, and of course, you know what to do. Hit that follow button if you haven't done so already. Get notified of when I'm streaming. Let's go for 12. That might be a bit much, actually. 16. Is that enough to do the rest of this? There goes 9. Bam. 1 left over. Doesn't seem right, actually, for 3 walls. Actually, maybe it does. I don't know. Okay, so that's all good. Then we can whack the switch. I think what I should do is probably put the switch on the underside here and have the redstone go over the top. And we got just 1 redstone left. Amazing. Where is it? Oh, I can't pick it up. And I can hear a bone, a skeleton spawning. Yeah, so there's 1 down there. Awesome, right. This worked out pretty good so far. Let's hop down there and kill this fella. Hi. Right in your face, you're dead. That's because you took full damage, though. Okay, so down here's where the water's going to go. All right. Major Laser Quintus says, it's my birthday as well, Suma. By the way, cool stream, bud. Happy birthday to you too. Hope you both have a really good birthday on this day of days. Okay, so what's next? I reckon we need another material in here. Don't know what it'll be, but we're going to have andesite coming down like that. I'm really not feeling like we're going to do anything spectacular with this other than build a farm that works, hopefully. And this is the floor, so we'll have that. And then we just fill it with a colour maybe, something like yellow or something that doesn't look too bad next to or near red. Oh, we're shooting things. Let's get another 4 blocks of that. Okay, and we can easily mine some up from this area, can't we? I also probably want to fill this in with something a little different. I think I might just fill it in with stone. So let's take these blocks away. That'll do just fine. Someone in chat has said you should try to move forward on a boat with ice. What I need to do is get myself some silk touch tools at some point and a shovel as well. That's something we should probably do in today's stream. That would be kind of convenient to grab. Right, we've got 1 of those. Plop you down there. And then fill in that. Right, so that's 1 thing. Let's go get some more clay. Let's get some stone. Some water buckets in place. Yeah, lots of things to do. Now, I was going to use sunlight to kill these skeletons, but I think I might try lava itself because it won't work at night. Hey X, any chance you can come visit MCME again? Assuming there's been a lot of progress. MCME? Is that Minecraft Middle-earth? EMA? Oh, sorry, your name has now gone off the screen. Hopefully I can catch your message again. Yeah, that's Minecraft Middle-earth. So for those of you that don't know, there is a epic server that has been running for years, probably like 5 years, where they're recreating the Lord of the Rings world on like a 1-to-1 scale in Minecraft, and there are some of the most like unbelievable builds on there. I think they've done Mines of Moria. And I did some videos to help promote them like a while back. I really enjoyed doing that. We found some really great music. I started using this camera edit tool thing and shaders and just put together some really nice cinematic fancy videos. It was a really good experience, but I don't know what happened in the end. I think we started to get a little bit ambitious and we were trying to record something that had actors in. Yeah, I remember it now actually. I remember making the video. We tried to record something with actors in, and then it became hard to schedule a time to get it to work. And then before you know it, like months go by and like the project became sort of forgotten about really. And I think I decided in the end just to drop the series. But you can find that on my channel if you want to see those videos. And if you search MCME, you'll find their community. I'd love to go back and check it out. And EMA5 says, yes, Minecraft Middle-earth, 6 years. They've been running for 6 years. Incredible. That's spectacular. Well done. And yeah, I'll have to come back sometime. I'm incredibly busy at the moment because we've got 1.9. I'm making 1.9 videos. We've got the Hermitcraft relaunch. I'm also playing City Skylines, so my time is well and truly consumed. But let's say, like, yeah, get in touch in like a month or so, and I'll probably have time to pop on by and see how everything's going. Maybe I could swing on in a live stream and show the place off. Something like that. Why you need so many stones, says I Love Squid. I don't. I just put them all in my inventory, didn't I? Maybe we'll use some stone bricks on that other wall. Maybe. Let's go down there and just build. I don't mind walking back and forth. Oh yeah, spoiler wall over there. That's a great way to put up a spoiler wall. That did take no time at all. And I've shot myself with an arrow. Success. Thanks to the right click and moving forward. Brilliant. Having the bow on your offhand isn't that great. I'm just saying. There are problems with it. Alright, so again, things like this to me, I feel like Mojang developed the game without taking enough time to play it. Like, things like that should be obvious, and yet they're in the game. They're in the game. IQ Prof says, yay, more Hermitcraft. Indeed. Lots and lots of Hermitcraft. I forgot to bring water, but we do have the means to make infinite water down here, so let's do that quickly. I have to hop back across. Oh, I love this song, by the way. Beautiful, beautiful song. Okay, water is down here. Oh, I just love this song, by the way. Yeah. Right, now we can make our own one. I'm listening to the song, by the way. I think all you should do. It's really great. Okay, right, we're going to be down there. I'll just put it in this little space. Okay, now we can do that in here as well. Alright, that's looking good. It's now a lot darker down here, isn't it? And we're going to fill this up with yellow. It'd probably look good to offset it, but because it's a farm, we need to keep the walls flat. Oh, no, that's our exit. X, what's this song called? Says Mr. Caro YT. The song we're listening to is called I Dreamt of an Emerald Forest. It's by Orang. Name is on the screen if you want to go look it up. X, your tea. Chris, thanks for the reminder. I'll have a sip of my tea once we put in this yellow clay. It's very McDonald's now, isn't it? Oh, it's McDonald's. We've built a skeleton restaurant. Ah, there we go. Right, that's our way out now. So what are we going to do with these walls over here? I don't even know. I don't even know. Well, I think we should put in a little bit of andesite. Oh look, that's where the water ends, is it? Okay, I need to know that. Right, we are outside of the cap at this point. Yeah, so we can do what we want down here. Now my plan was to go over this direction a few blocks, build a basically wide gap going all the way up to the surface and letting sunlight kill them, but that won't work in thunderstorms or at night. Or maybe it will. No, because mobs spawn in a thunderstorm. It won't. And it definitely won't work at night. Right. Okay, so what we should do, I reckon, is go for the lava blade system. Let me just do this. Alright, and then with a little bit of magic, bam, bam. Oh my god, we're somewhere else. Who's this guy? It's Craft Redstone, he's in my face. Alright, what we'll do is a little bit of testing here, because we have mobs and stuff on the server now, so we can actually do this. Oh, we've got barrier blocks as well, which is kind of perfect for what I want to do. Right, so lava flows 4 blocks in the overworld. We'll have a sign. Okay, that sign can go there. Right, I'm starting to think about a couple of other things as well at the moment, but no, we won't stress on it too much. Right, our lava goes at the back there. It flows out. Please flow! Yes, it flows. I think you can set up lava to not flow on the server as well. So we want the skeleton to go into this space, which means we need some hoppers and chests. If that's... No, we don't, because it's probably not going to drop any items. Right, so if we push a skeleton into that, I'm curious as to how it will behave. Now, I'm not sure if the water's going to be in the right spot. This might take a moment to set up as well. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, no, that one's missed. Guys, if you can give me a little bit of space while I'm on here, it would be appreciated. It's kind of tricky to do this stuff when everyone's floating around. 5, 6, 7, and... Oh, almost. Okay, and also please get out of the trap. That's not helpful as I'm trying to use this right. You? Who are you? Kill something. Let's teleport kill out of here. There you go. Right. Skeleton. Ghast? Nope, we don't want to spawn a ghast, we want to spawn a skeleton. Oh, there's no AI! Oh, we can't do a proper test. Yikes. I just wanted to see if the hopper's going to pick up the items. I think there's another method you can use as well. Let's do this on a proper thing. Do we have? Let's create a quick super flat. Let's get ourselves redstone ready. There we go. Rednas says myth busting. What does fortune affect on axes? It affects leaves, and I can tell you the rate at which it increases saplings is very small. With fortune 3, I think you go from like 5 to 8% on saplings, so it's not that great, unfortunately. Let's use some glass, since I can't be bothered to get the barriers. Let's get these things. We want our hoppers and chests. Chests! Not on that screen. And a skeleton. Bam. Right, that's everything we need. So let's do that again. We're going to have our... Let's build it off the ground a little bit. 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is the lava, so we might end up building this on the server. Have the lava flow out to here. It's been ages since I've done like a lava blade trap. It's like it feels old school all of a sudden. In 1.9, eh? Right. We could use some of these blocks as well, do things a little bit different. I don't know what the advantage of that might be. It might help with drops if there's any issues. What was I looking for anyway? It was a sign. Sometimes it's better just to use search. So our sign is going to go there. Below is where we want our hopper. Apparently it would have been better if I'd have done it like that. Bam. More glass. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like that. Kind of looks like a little bit longer. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, it is. It happened to be 1 extra long. Alright, and then do all this. By the way, we got a noise in me here. I missed it, didn't I? Got a donation here from Nobby saying, put a red M on the yellow walls. Hey, by the way, thank you for the donation, Nobby. As always, hope you're enjoying the stream. I am so not going to do that, but that is hilarious, though. Yes, that would have been just... we built a McDonald's room. I think I might have to take out the yellow clay. It's got to be red and something else now. Maybe some wood down there. Anyway, let's focus on this. Oh, another beautiful song on this record. By the way, it's my favourite Orang record. It's called We Are the Past. If you search Orang Bandcamp, you can listen to it. This song is called The Loneliest Fighter. Another beautiful track on this record. I'm going to turn it up a little bit. I'm really enjoying this. Just a tiny bit, just a touch louder. And right, now we can test our skeletons. Let's just do that. Stop them taking damage. Right, so skeleton's going to come down into the lava trap. Already I can see it's not going to be quite what we want. Now, you see there its drops didn't go into the lava. If I remove this block, it will get destroyed. What I want to know is that all I have to do? Just make sure there's a block there. Because now... Oh wait, the skeleton doesn't swim up in 1.9. Fascinating. But I didn't see any drops that time. Now, this isn't ever going to be a proper test, but we'll just see what happens, really. Right, it doesn't look like they have too much of a hard time getting pushed under the little lava blade there, does it? Now, I don't know if any items are getting lost, and I can't visually observe that they are. Doesn't look like it. Plus, the hoppers are very good at picking up items quickly. I've also got nice sound. Let's put that at 40%. So, I kind of wanted to... MBDM says, in my experience, some of the prettiest hardened clay colours aren't found naturally. Okay, interesting. So maybe lime and such. What is the catching butterflies on the MOTD of the Asuma server? It's an inside joke, Game Wizard. I am notorious for being in TeamSpeak and then all of a sudden being silent for ages because I get very easily distracted. So they say that I'm catching butterflies. Okay, that's... I mean, I'm not seeing any drops get destroyed. But that's just a visual observation. I'm not 100% sure. So I did sort of want to mess around with changing this a little bit. I just had an idea, actually. But this is a double-edged sword. Now, what we've got to look at is that the hopper's going to pick up anything in the block above it. So where the sign is, anything there gets picked up. So if we go like this, and that, and we put this here, now the skeleton's going to be lower down, which could be a good thing. No, look, the skeleton actually swims up in the lava because it stayed at the same height. That's fascinating, because when I did that, they didn't appear to keep swimming up. Let's try it again. Oh, there you go, they do swim up in lava, so that one test that we did was rubbish. Okay, so that means there's no point doing the slab below method. So that's literally it. I don't think there's too much more you can do about it, really. Very simple, basically the same as it always was. Put a custom loot table to the skeletons so you know what they drop 100%. Ellen, it's more about observing if the items get destroyed. Like, I didn't see anything go into the lava, which makes sense. But I wouldn't know how to count it. I don't think loot tables would be the way to go. Because you could give them a loot table that means they drop a stupid amount of stuff, right? But then, like, you need to find a way to detect that it's been destroyed, I guess. Right, so if we wanted to do that in here, we could have our... Right, our ridge can be here, but we're one block out. So the question is, how do we want to go about doing that? I reckon just raise the water on this side would be the best way. So now we've got to take this all out. There we go, it doesn't take too long. And I just think like that. Now, skeleton, if it falls into this bit, will get pushed out no matter what. And now the water flows all the way down to here. Actually, does it need to be out by 2? Because we need our lava blade to come out. No, that would be it, wouldn't it? That would be it. Right, ignore me. I'm sort of rambling and not making a lot of sense, am I? Someone says, let the skeletons drown. Yeah, we could do a simple drowning trap now, couldn't we? I don't know. I think I'll do lava just because we figured it out. I mean, you can do either or. They're practically the same thing. So this is going to be the roof of this area. Right, and that means our sign can be there and our lava blade can be there. Now, would the lava blade interfere with the spawn rates? I reckon it would at that range. I reckon that's too close. Oh dear. Make them die from cactus, says Mr. Carrot. I think if we did that, the items would get destroyed on the... I was about to say carrot, on the cactus. I reckon what we're going to do is like this, but just make it so it drops down here and there's more water, basically. Not the tidiest way to do things, but it'll work. The lava will be a little bit further away. Let's get rid of this yellow clay, man. I'm not having a McDonald's room. There's no McDonald's here. We're going to have to find something else. X, eat a Snickers, you'll get real derpy when you're building. Do you know what? I don't eat chocolate bars often, but Snickers are alright. I haven't had a chocolate bar in months. I just find those, they're so sugary that once you eat one, it's like, it's only bad for you, and then it spoils the taste of other things, so I don't eat them often. The benefit of drowning is that the items won't be destroyed. Death Sleet, it didn't look like the lava thing was destroying them either. Oh, maybe we'll drown them then. I was hoping to do something. I mean, we started off with a great idea, you know, kill them with sunlight. Then I realised, oh no, wait, there's problems with that. It's good for a very quick beginner farm, but not for something that we want. Put blue stained clay, blue and reds. Yes, I think that sounds like a good idea. Hopper can suck items through the cactus. I'm not so sure. Not so sure about that. You see, the thing is, a hopper gets items from the block space directly above it, whereas a cactus isn't a full block. Therefore, the skeleton may die sort of in the other block a little bit. You're probably right. I don't know. I'm not so keen on it. Crush them. I don't want to do crushers because they require piston clocks or redstone clocks. Orange, says God Mode. Orange and red. I like the sound of that. Yeah, let's go with orange. This song is so nostalgic. Camille de Carol, you'll find a lot of this music has a strong nostalgia vibe to it. Right, we're out of orange. Clay, I can't believe this. We've got none of the things we want. Oh, I think I've got a chest somewhere that might have orange clay in. I mean, there's loads of it that we can dig up. The thing about digging it up is, I don't want to just like start randomly digging somewhere. And the place where we could randomly dig it up is the mace of at the other place. I guess we'll go over there. Oh, it's a long old tunnel though. Oh, I might have to borrow some supplies from Cleo. She said I could. I'm going to borrow a stack. Let's drop her off some yellow in exchange for orange. Is a stack going to be enough? Let's take 2. Yeah, let's go this way as well to avoid spoilers. Make a water elevator, then drop them. John the GB, we're not making an XP farm, so it wouldn't really be useful. Drowning means you won't have any lighting issues too. That's true, yep. Alright, drowning it is. I mean, I wanted to find a fun and different way to do it. Who's using my fishing farm here? It's Wells night again, okay. Alright. He took all of my stuff when he was using it last time, like all of my armour and picks and tools. He didn't realise it wasn't from the loot of the farm. Alright, Cleo's chests are just over here. Autumn says, oh, please stop repeating the same message over and over. Yep, if you repeat messages, you know, like if I miss them, I'm sorry, but repeating them just makes it harder to read chat. Okay, Cleo, do you have orange? You do. Oh my god, she's got all the orange. Let me grab a couple of stacks. 2 should be enough. There you go, 3 yellow in return. Hopefully she's alright with that. She did say I could use some. Right, and now we're going to look down at the ground and head back to our tunnel. I like that we got a tunnel, actually, that connects the areas. That feels good. Alright, you can see I'm purposely not looking over that side. Again, avoiding spoilers. Bam. Let's go down here. Sir Randoom says, I absolutely hate 1.9 combat. That name, Sir Randoom, rings a bell. 1.9 combat isn't that impressive. And watching Doc and Efo do it yesterday, it just looked like apparently you can basically survive someone attacking you constantly if you're eating, except if they use critical hits, which just Sounds a little bit OP. But I guess they've got to use critical hits. Dropped items have health, that's why they die in lava, but if you have hoppers below the love, they can pick them up before the lava destroys them. Yes, I'm aware of items having health, because I think, you know, items can technically survive an explosion if they're in the right spot because of that. Right, so we've got an orange stained clay, we'll make use of that. Whatever else we're going to build, I don't know. Now we're going to use some water drowning traps, which means we need some wood on us, which we've got. What else was it I was thinking I was to get in there? Let's go grab some more food before that comes an issue. Where is food? Food, where art thou? There you are. Let's grab half of that. Oh no, I was trying to eat. Bam. What a timestamp, says Thexy Famone. Timestamps are like when you put a time next to something. I don't know. I don't know what that is in reference to right now. Okay, anyway, we're going back down. Can you enchant shields? I don't think you can. Or maybe put unbreaking on it. I do recall... Whoa, something about enchanting them, actually. Hey X, just tuned in. What are you doing this live stream? We're setting up... Oh, I should have brought some hoppers with me. Setting up a trap over here for skeletons. Right, we're going to put in this orange clay next. And see how it looks. Much better. Already I like it. Not McDonald's. If it's not McDonald's, I'm happy. Oh, I love this song as well. This one is called I Saw Your Ghost in the Woods. Alright, there we go. That is 10 times better, isn't it? Mending for shields, says Darkwing Pendium. There you go. Apparently that works. Possibly. Did you need glass, X? I did, didn't I? I wanted glass for something. What did I want glass for? Oh yeah, on top of the spawner in the middle. Right, thanks for the reminder. We need to make sure I don't forget that again. Right, so if we're going to do a drowning trap, then I guess we'll put our water here at the lower spot. Or... No, yeah, we'll put it here at the lower spot. Right. So I'm aware of... Oh, dual wielding with the bow. I don't think I'm going to stick at that. Right, we need some light down here. So water's going to start there again. It's then the drowning trap's going to be here somewhere. Oh, that being said, this will need to be one block lower then. Also, let's get some more andesite. Oh, only 3 pieces. 4, there we go. Okay. Finally, he remembers glass, says Laurent Pavard. Yes, if I weren't streaming, I mean, probably wouldn't do this anyway, but sometimes I take notes of what I'm doing. Okay, now if we put it there, the skeleton's going to come along, and it's going to get pushed, and it's going to eventually drop and hopefully go straight under. So, that will push it through into the trap. Now, we're going to need a row of signs here. Maybe we can use something like open trapdoors, which will look a little bit neater. That sounds good. That sounds like the right way to go about doing it. And then we're going to have signs here and water behind it, which will push them upwards. That means we need flowing water here as well. Excellent. Right, I'm all on top of what we're doing right now. All of this back here, though, I think we're going to keep as stone. Yes, we're going to keep it as stone. Right, so now we need multiple signs, 9 signs, and 9 trapdoors. There is... Oh, let's go all the way around to our crafting bench. You're first on Twitch, says Dinosaur Bet. That's fantastic. Thanks for letting me know. Hope you're all having a good time with today's stream. We're almost near 2,000 viewers. If you are new here on Twitch, check out my YouTube. That's what I mainly do. And if you haven't clicked the follow button already, be sure to do so. Get notified of when I go live. We stream every other day. Bam. Right. 1, 2, 3. Over here is the place to be. Let's make the rest of our signs. There's all 9 of them. Then we need trapdoors, which I forgot how to do. It sticks on either side, so if we need 9, we need at least that many in reserve. Wait, that's... What am I doing? Let's take those, put those there. Yeah, we made 10. Excellent. 1 more than we needed. Whatever. Maybe should have saved those sticks and planks. Oh, apparently we just passed 2,000 viewers as well. Did I say that a minute ago, or did I say 1,000? I don't know. It doesn't matter. Either way, you're all letting me know that it's 2,000 viewers. Absolutely epic. Thanks everyone for coming by and checking out what we're doing here. So we're going to have our signs going all the way across. This is all basic stuff. If you haven't seen this sort of stuff before though, good to learn. Then we're going to have water source blocks on top of those, which are going to flow backwards, but they're going to be run high, so the skeletons can't go through there. Right, so that leaves us with a row of cobblestone here to put the fence gates. Have I been saying fence gates? I feel like I've been saying something else. Okay, that's all good. I've just realised we're going to have to put in a row of hoppers down here as well. And we're probably going to build an item elevator this episode as well now, aren't we? Whatever. We'll probably do a temporary chest, actually. So, hoppers go here, and then they'll go under that block to the other side. Alright, so then we have our water source blocks here. Let's get our stone. They're going to push the skeletons back and up, and then we just need space for them to drown, which I think this high is probably good. So, we want this to all be stone. Like that, and then just go all the way across. 1, 2. Yeah, and that's it, really. Now there's going to be a lot of water placing to do. I feel like we should get the hoppers done first. You said trapdoors, says Smiley. There you go. Everyone's telling me I was saying trapdoors. Thank you. Yeah, glass, says John the GB. Right, we need to go get glass. We need to get hoppers. Possibly a chest. No, I've got a chest on me. Anything else I'm forgetting, people? Maybe some materials for this wall. We're going to do that after. Okay. Maribak says it's weird not having Faulks in the donation bar. I don't know where she is today. She's not here this morning. Maybe she's got something to do. I love how X says water source blocks. Good. I'm glad you like that. Water source blocks. Is that good? I don't know what I'm doing there wrong. Probably water. I'm probably saying that strange. Water. But I say water. Dinosaur Bet says hoppers. Yeah, we need hoppers. Is it only you who's online? Blow, Mumbo, Wells Knight and Jevin are online as well. Use red sandstone. Valentine we could, but I think I'll save that for later. I mean, I could go get some more red sand. It does look cool. I want to do that this stream, actually. Glass! I saw it there, and I thought, oh my god, I forgot. Right, we've got our glass. Amazing. Let's put some cobble in here. Clear out the inventory a little. Wheat. Do we want that? Probably not, but we'll leave it there. Actually, no, it can go in this chest. Bam. And you can go in there. No, wrong one. Wait, come back. Okay, what are we doing next? We've got our glass. Oh, I tell you what. Oh, Mumbo died, everyone's saying. Mumbo died. I've died 3 times so far. One was like rubbish in the Nether because of that lava bug. The other one was me being AFK to a creeper, and the other one I can't remember actually, but it happened some way. Right, hoppers, man, brain, catch up already. 30 hoppers, is that enough? I think we'll take half just in case we lose them or something. I don't know. Definitely don't need 30. Right, those things we're done with. They can go in the wood chest if there's room for them. Right, and we need some other materials. I'm going to put some achacha wood in there. I feel like that might go well on that far wall. We also don't have lava in there now, so it's a little bit safer. And that's kind of it. I think we've got everything we need. Mumbo is AFK. Yes, it would appear so. Hey X, can you ask Mumbo if he's streaming? If Mumbo was streaming, you could go to his channel on Twitch and watch. So, I won't ask him. Let's have a look. Achacha, says Darko. Yes, Achacha is the name of the woods. Some people think it's pronounced acacia. And I went through the proper channels to speak to the commissions of wood pronunciation names, and it is Achacha. It's been confirmed. Let's have a look. We should have enough to create... Yes. Oi! Where's my water gone? Right, so there we go. So our water flows all the way down here. I should really put those hoppers in first. So that's going to be where our chest is. We'll dig to that from the other side. And this is going to collect our items. Okay. Then water flows back down there. And then goes up above. Yeah, this is all easy stuff now. Let's grab our 2 water buckets. So one here. It's going to be kind of tricky to do, actually. I think there's going to be a lot of just standing in... Now the bow can go away right now, because that is going to annoy me. Did that place? No, it didn't. Can we place it off of there? No? It's not letting me place this this water, which is very odd. Let's try again. 1, 2, 3. Like, I'm not in the block. No, it won't let me place it. I'll tell you what, let's put these in every other block. Right, now can I place it on the side of you? Yes. That's really odd. Cobble. Why am I like glitching down here? It's the hoppers. Is that correct? Apparently that's correct. Oh yeah, because we've got 2 there. Right, so if I take from the middle, it regenerates. Good. Put it there. Take here. Put it there. Okay, and that'll work all the way down. Excellent. Right, now we can get rid of the cobble. So odd it wouldn't place before. Right, now we need to get ourselves on top of this to do the last 2 bits. Hold shift to place on sign. Geno, I was trying to hold shift, it didn't seem to work. Excellent, this is actually really easy because of the water sources on top of water now. Right, now if I select that one, yep, it regenerated. Ugh. Okay, this is sort of expected. Okay, like that. Now that is all correct. And this is where we've got to put in our cha-cha wood. How is Expos going? Says Cardiff Boy. It's going good. Had a fair few customers. I'm going to fill this... Do I want to do the entire wall? I don't think I do, actually. I think I want to put some andesite in here. And we've only got 3 blocks left. Well, that'll be enough to put them in either corner. Let's do that immediately. By the way, I've got Depth Strider, which is just amazing. Really good to have, like, at any point in the game, because you're always going to encounter water. There we go. Right, place them like that. So then we have a cha-cha all the way up that side, which may or may not look great, but I think it's what we're going to go with. Yeah, well, do we have any more red? No, we don't have red. Right, yeah, anyway, we're going with this. So this now just needs a torch, would be a good thing to have, so we can see what we're doing. Just needs water down the bottom sorted out. And we've just got the 1. Oh, fell in. Okay, that is a finished trap. Believe it or not, that is finished. And no diorite. No, 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 no. Alright. So now we will patch up this little entrance that we have. Put in a torch just because it's a bit dark around here. And I like the view here, that's cool. Right, now we need to finish this thing, which we can do from this side. We need to find a patch of andesite somewhere. There you go, found a patch of andesite. Just mine enough of this to do the walls. And grab some coal while we're here, get some mending on our pick. No bird poop, says Toma. I agree, no bird poop. No bird poop here. X, please do a tutorial on how to pronounce a cha-cha. Do you want me to do a tutorial or a tutorial? I'm not sure which one you're asking about. Oh, you did actually type tutorial, to be fair. Do mobs spawn on water? Don't ignore this, please. AFK Caposta, they do not spawn on water. However, a mob spawner, the block, can spawn mobs in air, and that can be above water. So there you go. Right, that's probably enough andesite, but I want to kind of mine out the whole patch now, instinctively, of course. Let's go fill that in. Bam, we got our copious amounts of andesite now. We can finish doing this. By the way, we can calculate where that chest is going to be from up here. It's going to be 1 over and down directly below. Yeah, this block right here. If we dig straight down, we'll find the chest. Or we'll fall into lava. Either or. There you go, it's the chest. It's not lava. Can we hop up onto that? Excellent, we can. Right, and then we can make a little staircase like that. Excellent. That works out real nice. Okay, so going over to this area. grabbing our acacia. We're almost done here, really. And also some slabs. Gonna need those. Right, I think I might actually put... Should I put a breaker through the middle? I feel like the top should actually just be red clay. I'm not sure. Let's just do acacia all the way to the top for now. Hey X, what do you need this skeleton farm for? Bones. We just need it for bones, that's all. That's all we need it for. Right, it's actually going to take up like, a lot of the acacia wood, isn't it? Just alternate all the way across, nice and easy. Don't have a break, X. Okay, we won't have a break. We'll leave it how it is. Then that and that. Almost done. Okay, now we can... That's actually like... That's the farm finished. I think that's the moment where we place the... Oh no, I forgot to do the glass. Damn it. I needed to go in there and do the glass. That won't take long though. Let's grab some cobble. Oh look, I left a torch in. There we go, that's gone. Okay, and the glass will go there. Excellent, right, farm is sort of finished. Now it's finished, bam, excellent. Right, that is a finished farm. We haven't done the outside area, I'll probably do that another time. Let's stick our head in and have a look, yep. Dark room, skeleton should drop down. Ex-hermit needs iron, so go sell iron. I guess an iron shop would actually be a good idea. Is the drowning trap far enough away from the spawner for it to not take up the mob cap? Says Death Sleep. Yes it is. It should definitely be far enough away. And one of them is drowning. Gonna see some bones in here real soon. You're not gonna use lava. Raz, we changed our mind about using lava. Oh, we got arrows. That's just as good. Well, there you go. We built that. We can move on to something else now. I'm not going to stand around here for too long, am I? There we go. It's working. Does it me, or does it look like there's light coming from down there? I think actually the light is coming from here. Let's move it a little bit further away then. I mean, I doubt it's interfering with the farm, but of course it goes through those two blocks. Yep, so there we go. We've got a supply of bones now. I'll AFK down here on occasions, and yeah, thanks for coming by and hanging out with me and building that. It was good fun. Now we're going to go do something a little bit different, I think. It's funny that we just build it and then we're like, yep, see you later. But I will make use of it. We've just got a supply of bones now, which is cool. X, tell Rendog that Mumbo has a bunch of saplings from his tree farm in his last episode. Oh dear! He took them from Rendog's farm, did he? That's a bit cheeky. Arrows are just as good as bones, says Dinosaurbert. Dinosaurbert? Interesting name. Not really, but I was just saying, you know, that's good. Another item farmed. Okay, so clay's going here. These sorts of blocks go up here. I don't even have a place for polished ore. Alright, we'll put it at the back there. I guess that means andesite could go at the back there. Iron to go in here. We're just tidying up our items. Enchanting, says person with crazy name. Says Zizazane or something. Yeah, we'll do that. Right, where's our cobble chest? I'll probably put the stone in there as well. There we go. All of that can go in. That's me bow. I'll put that on the hotbar. Actually, let's put it in the normal place. Hoppers in this chest. Bone meal in that one. Coal up top. Building blocks over here. Yeah, and that'll probably do us. we're organised-ish now. Oh yeah, and that glass can go. That can go in there as well. Excellent. Let's take a little bit of wood with us and. What are we doing next? Some enchanting. I need to get a shovel, so let's check what we've got in here. We've got diamonds, and we need lapis. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. We also need to get something different from these. I think we need to get some better boots, something with blast protection. Although I've been told actually it's Good to have free protection against the Wither in 1.9. Who knows? Probably leave that alone for now. Alright then. Put ladders in your offhand, says Woonki. Why would we do that? I'm not sure. Let's travel through the Nether. That's how we're going to get to the next place. There was something else I was going to do. We could... Oh yeah, we're trying to get a shovel. Let's not forget, we're trying to get a shovel. What about your shield, X, says Snow Avenger? I don't think you can enchant shields. I think you can use them on an anvil to put enchantments on them. But I haven't really gotten used to using the shield. Ha! Another great song here by Orang, Lord Phantom, one of my favourites. Where are we going to? We're going to the Orange District. Yes, that'll be the place, which is over here. What gear would you recommend for a Wither fight? Creeper Claws, the best gear you can get, man. Blast protection is a must. It used to be half and half with protection and 1.8. Might have changed in 1.9. Potions, golden apples. A good location is important as well. I'm going to fight mine underground because when it can't move around as much, you can really whack it with a bow. A strength potion as well. I reckon the fight's going to be all right. I mean, I would say easy, but it depends how much damage it does to you. If you can keep your eye on the Wither, I reckon your health when it's withered, I reckon in 1.9 you're going to be alright. What's with the slabs? Oh, Jevin's over here. Is he AFK? No, he's not. He's moving around. I was going to say that's a brilliant way. Look, infinite bow, get your XP back. That's a really great idea. But if you hit them like this, I'm stealing his XP a bit here, aren't I? He might not mind. If you hit him with your sword like this, you get multiple ones. If he wants us to leave, we'll go. Yeah, interesting idea with the bow there because it's infinite. I guess I have mending on my sword, it would be similar. I did have a Bane of Arthropod sword. Anyway, you damage all of them as a group here, so this will then they'll all die after like 8 hits. Actually, is that the same without a sword? No, it's not. It's Mr. Steal Yo XP, says Tom Albertston. I didn't plan on someone being here. That's the problem. Man, I'll tell you what. That needs some turning down right there. Why does everyone call you X, says JP Gamer? Because my name begins with X. I mean, I thought that'd be self-explanatory. It's a shortcut. Right, when does the XP come through? There it is. Nice. Alright, 30 levels. Whoa! Ow! Oh wow, that did a lot of damage. Yeah, so you can do this and use the mending to repair. So we can start looking at enchantments now. That's the other thing. We do need a bit more XP because we want to look at the enchantments as well. Crafting bench down there. So you see that leather helmet? That's actually going to be useful here. I'm breaking. Do I want to risk it? I just want efficiency 4 to begin with. Wait, what did I want? My lapis. So we'll say no to that one, and we'll do a dud. Bam. And what we got next? Efficiency 4. That's what I want. Excellent. So we just need to get one more level up. There we go. Might take a while. Got a triple XP farm, and we're saying it'll take a while. Brilliant. Something's wrong. It's dope, man. It's dope. X, will you do a tutorial on the Skeleton Cave Spider Spawner? Nerd Rage Engage. I've done tons of tutorials on mob farms in the past. No need for me to redo them at this point. Sell I Jevin an Expo? I'll ask. I think he probably knows. I've been asking everyone. I don't want to push them too hard. When do we get the IP address for UHC Master Blaster? It will be done before the event starts. It'll be emailed. Okay. Just a little bit more now. There we go, level 30, and we can get that enchantment. Excellent. There it is. Efficiency 4. What else do we get with it? Silk Touch! Oh, actually that's good. That's good. That's an unbreaking one. Excellent. So we're done here. And, yeah, top tip, though. When these things drop items... What's he doing over there? Is he just chucking things away? I think Jevin might be doing the same thing. If you chuck the enchanted items away but keep the unenchanted ones, then you can... you know, do junk enchantments to refresh your enchantment. Anyway, we're now going to go over to the Mesa and grab some... Oh, have a good one. I'm off to harvest trees. Right, we should probably turn all of these off then. And this doesn't turn them off, I've just remembered. So we need to kill them first. Yep, that goes off. And, yeah. X, you should make a villager trading station. I plan on it. I'm working towards that. Okay, down goes all of that, and then they're going down there. Right, now we leave it... Ooh. Now, what would happen if I were to break this glass? That's a problem. Do you know what? I've got a ton of name tags. We can name tag all of those little mini baby zombies. Oh, little villager guy. We could name tag them all and then keep them somewhere. Oh man, that would be mental. We can make a little place somewhere where there's just an insane amount of baby zombie villagers. We could sort of like move them through the nether and... Oh, that sounds like a crazy idea. I got to tell Tango about that. Agent Eddie 99 is here with a donation, a noise in my ear, saying, "Hi Asuma, love the videos, keep up the good work. You hermits should hold a Hermitcraft thing down in Australia, thanks." Thank you for the donation, buddy. Hope you're enjoying today's stream. I am not one for doing like mixing IRL with YouTube and all of this, so you'll probably never see me at a convention or anything. However, some of the other hermits do that, but the likelihood of it happening in Australia, I'd say very unlikely, because we're all in different parts of the world, and you know, Australia isn't a place where like big things like that happen. You know, like Minecon will happen probably in America or UK. It happened in France, and a lot of people met up for that. If they do one in Australia, then there'll be a chance of something like that happening, but it would be unlikely. Of course, it would be great if something like that could happen. Oh, I think Jevin might be watching. There's a lot of baby zombies. Oh, that's me. I noticed the same thing. Wasn't sure if it was intended, but conventions are so fun. They might be fun, but I really don't think I'd be comfortable with the whole, like, being a person of interest, let's say. I don't think that would work out well for me. Let's go over this direction. I remember what we're doing here now. Yes, so that baby zombies idea, I think that's something I've got to do. That'd be such a weird and fun thing. Okay, so someone's started that through the middle of here. Interesting. Let's go over here. Complete Nether Lobby, Asuma, says the Diamond Danville. That's for Tango to do. X, don't you usually have a shield in your offhand? Snurvenger, I've been playing around with different things in the offhand. Let's put a bone in the offhand, why not? Whack someone with a bone. Actually, it's completely useless, it does nothing. Ponybutt says, learn sign language and act like you're a mute. No one will recognise you if they don't hear you. Yeah, that's true. But the thing is, like, conventions... like, anyway, aren't particularly... It depends what the convention's about. Gaming conventions don't interest me much. Like, something to do with music probably would. But then, you know, when it's music, you go to gigs, don't you? Since the baby zombies have a smaller hitbox, they can be sorted out with a slab and dropped in lava. Can anyone else build on your world? I can try to fix for it. We'll probably figure it out. We'll be able to address the problem, don't worry. Oh, rails! I must have left them here. Let's pick them up. 10 rails! Bonus! Means I have to spend less iron. Does protection enchants work on shields? I'll tell you what, I can't remember. Okay, this is normal. All of this can go, actually. I'm done with that. That's from something you'll see in tomorrow's episode. Yes, that's right. Tomorrow's episode of Hermitcraft. Got some great cracking episodes coming along. Oh, this will be from False, because I asked her to bring some redstone torches. Yeah, cracking episodes of Hermitcraft ahead, let's say that. Right, I want to finish getting some red sand over here. Oh, is there also like red sandstone around here? There's orange stained clay everywhere. If it forms into a cave, I think there might be a little bit of it. So I kind of want to get everything that's in this area, so to speak. Just in this little patch around here is what I started on the other day. We get some normal sand while we're at it, although that will create all of this. Because red sand is only 1 deep. Fun fact for you there. Which means it's easy to get hold of. How can I make water splash potions for the Nether? I assume it's water with gunpowder in. Good question though. Can it put you off a fire if you splash someone with it? That's really cool. That's a really good way to get yourself out of fire in the Nether. And they're relatively cheap, aren't they? I mean, glass, I guess you could say, you might consider expensive, but not really once you know, get a shovel and get some resources together. Get a shovel like this one. Yeah, so water splash bottles in the Nether, that might be a good thing to try. Okay, all of this is next. See you later, alligator. How do you be a hermit, says Fexy Famone. Hide in a hole. Never go outside. I don't know. Like, we are an invite-only community. That means, like, when we feel we want to add people, we discuss it, and it's not done by request or people asking to join. And that's pretty much all I can tell you. Because everyone asks all the time. MCPE, it works apparently, that's good. Witch farm for glass bottles, yep. Also fishing farm gives you glass bottles. Right, so I wanted to get everything in this little patch, but the patch extends around the side here, I didn't notice that. Oh, look at that, loads of the stuff, excellent. This will be nice and easy to mine right here. And it's only 1 deep as well, which is kind of easier in a way than doing regular sand, because once you've whacked it, that's it. Whereas the regular sand's multiple deep. I can hide in a hole, says Eaxieave. Wow, some of you have crazy names. Eaxieave, I can't even say your name. Who suggested each new hermit to join the server? Crazy about maths? Some of them were not sure. We were talking about it the other day. I thought it was Python who recommended everyone. I don't know, names, people talk, names come up. You know, people have friends that they recommend. I can't remember. But it wasn't me. Yeah, it wasn't me. I didn't suggest anyone. Is my name crazy? Says oh, TJ Prime. It was until I realised that it was 2 letters and then Prime. Some crazy Swedish name for a second. Oh, I'm getting into blocks all the time. Getting the X, you could show off some MCPE redstone machines. I have no none to show. I don't play Pocket Edition. How long are you streaming for, X, today? I've also just joined. Have I missed anything? Yep, we built an entire farm, a mob farm in 1 episode, or stream. And we are just getting some red sand at the moment. Oh god, not again. The instant mining shouldn't be that bad in 1.9, surely not. It wouldn't surprise me if it's for some reason gotten randomly worse. Is my name crazy, says Noonie12. Nope, your name is not crazy, Noonie12. Oh, Mumbo has joined. Maybe he's not AFK. Why did we try to message Mumbo earlier? Didn't someone want to ask him something? Oh yeah, how did you die? Oh, he's left. I thought he'd joined back. Ow! I can't walk into blocks again. What is with that? Who started the server? Says Brian. Generic B started it, and then he left after he moved to Minecraft. And then he left Minecraft. Yeah, so that's that. Yeah, I made it, says Seragor. Welcome, Seragor. You missed us building a skeleton farm. Did Mumbo die? Yes, that's what we were trying to ask him. How did you die? Hobo Hunter, I can't remember one of them, but the other 2, one I was AFK and a creeper got me. I mean, that was well and truly my own fault, because I AFK'd out in the open, but I AFK'd and I thought nothing's going to happen. Like, and then about a second later I got killed. And one of them was to a glitch in the Nether. So I've died 1 time, but for some reason I can't remember what it was to. Like, legitimately, I reckon. Because whenever you're on the server and the death counter's up there, of course you don't want to die. You want to try and keep that number pristine 0. But we're not supposed to have the death counter on there. We were supposed to have the amount of minutes we played for, and the stat for minutes played, it adds per tick. So you get 20 minutes every second, which is absolutely bizarre. So that doesn't work. Man, there is so much of this red sand here. How much have we got? I'm going to get a full inventory, why not? Why not? Mumbo joins. Now we can ask him. Mumbo! All capital letters. That'll get his attention. How did you die? Let's find out. No idea. Death message? Over at the XP farm. Alright, so you're at AFK, something somehow kills you. Got ya. Yeah, that's probably how I died, doing something AFK that didn't make sense. Like, you're in a safe spot and then it's like, oh. Can you not do dividing in command blocks to minus the minutes by 24? Probably, but you shouldn't use a command block to track a statistic. When you track a statistic like the death score, there's no command blocks involved. It's done through... Oh, starving. And there's all the eat messages in chat. What's your favourite alien race? Any game or movie? I thought you meant like the Greens and the Greys for a second there. I don't know. Always putting me on the spot with these crazy questions. What is my favourite alien race? There's probably been something in a movie. Oh, I'll tell you what. Probably like a Star Trek race would be one. What? Oh man, like you're putting me on the spot. Now I've got to think. Now I've got to rattle my brain. Klingons. Klingons? Can I say that word? They're awesome. They're interesting. There's probably lots of races in Star Trek though that are interesting. Just nothing comes to mind right now. Assuming needs a Q&A, says Haribo. I mean, when we stream, I'm answering questions. We do that every time we stream, technically. The Blue Woman from Star Trek, says True Gold. The Blue Woman. Is that from a specific episode or something recurring? I've only ever really watched The Next Generation. A little bit of Voyager a long time ago. Like, I really like The Next Generation, but... Oh, here we go. Full inventory. Not so much of the other stuff has ever piqued my interest. Okay, lots of this is junk, isn't it? We've also got an offhand, which is currently... Don't want that. There we go. Also don't want that bow. Right, now let's pick all this stuff up. Omnicrons from Futurama are better than anything from Star Trek. I think Omnicrons from Percy IA are a bit more of a humorous thing as opposed to serious, but if humour's your thing, that's fine. I got sent a clip of this movie called Idiocracy, which I want to watch today. It's about a future where people get dumber, or you know, we're in a state where people have been dumbed down, and the President of the United States is just absolutely hilarious. He gives this speech where he's just like cussing left, right, and centre, and people start booing him, and he just pulls out a gun and starts shooting it into the into the air. It was sent to me after I tweeted about let's talk about Donald Trump. Oh my days! Like I knew that guy was bad news from day one, but I was watching some of his speeches, right? And there's people who support this guy, right? So if you're someone watching and you support this guy, I'm not trying to offend anyone, but try and get behind what I'm saying here. For a guy who's going to run for president, the way he'll casually dismiss people who protest his speeches or whatever you're going to call them. Anyone near a bed? And the manner in which he talks about other people, you know, he'll like dismiss people really quickly. He said, you know, I wanna punch someone in the face or something like that because he had protesters. He said, oh, if it was my way, I'd punch them in the face. You know, Donald Trump is such a joke. I'll consider moving if get elected. With him in charge, some very radical ideas could come into play pretty quickly. Like building a wall between two countries is radical. That's really not a way to solve a problem. If you're building a wall, you're not solving problems. You're creating more ones, you know? In order to progress, we need to learn to get along. Come on! Bam! That didn't work. Although it got us some of this, which is good. Anyway, so right, the way in which this guy dismissed, listen to him talk, right? And when someone, you know, comes and disrupts his speech, listen to the way he responds to them. He doesn't give anyone any respect. He doesn't, like, treat the situation with any rational thought. It's just that moment of, oh, you know, I can say something to be mean to you. I don't know quite how to describe it. I haven't really thought about it enough to articulate what I'm trying to say properly. But what you need is someone who understands people that opposes him and can articulate and talk to them as well. Because when your political leaders are working on a global scale with other countries, you don't want someone who's going to get angry and go, well, I'm not going to talk to you, you suck, I want to punch you in the face. You want someone who's diplomatic, who can talk to people that oppose them, either potentially turn them around or understand what they're about. And Donald Trump is not that person. He's someone who will just openly say, yeah, I'd punch you. And that is, you cannot give someone with like that power. I mean, if you look at this guy, there's some bad history under his name. He's already got power from his wealth, and I'd perhaps disagree with, like, you know, some of the things he's done. For example, did you know that Donald Trump is part of an organisation that is against global warming and renewable energy sources? And it started because in Scotland he has brought some land, he has a private golf course which is massive, and they built some wind turbines near his golf course, and he didn't like it, and it set him off on a campaign against renewable energy because it ruined his view of his golf course. What kind of person is that? I mean, that's just, like, where are you at? Like, that's, I mean, the whole thing is like self-centeredly motored. He didn't like it spoiling his view. Von Block says Trump is very entertaining, that's why he's so popular. Absolutely. He's a personality, and he's one that some people can get behind, because people want to get behind someone who just speaks so bluntly and to the point, you know? I've also noticed a lot of people cheer for things he say that don't make a lot of sense, like, you know, when someone just says, we need to support our police officers, and then people start going, yeah, I can get behind that and shit. It's like, well, he hasn't really said anything there, because obviously, like, the statement is very vague. You know, obviously you need to support all sorts of people in society who provide for society or do things for society. Like, where's the specifics about what he's talking about? I haven't heard a lot of that in some of his speeches that I've watched. He doesn't talk with specifics. It's more vague statements. You know, like, he makes a lot of vague statements about, you know, America under threat from terrorism, or whatever it is he thinks they're under threat from. You need people to talk specifics. You need people to understand situations, be able to talk about different sides of an argument, and he doesn't seem to be able to do any of that. I'm very worried that someone like him would get into power, because, like I said, imagine all of the countries sitting around together, you know, big tables talking big things, and Donald Trump's just there going, you know, no, if you don't like how we're going to do it, screw you guys, you know, we'll start a war. I mean, that, I can sort of picture him being like that, and it's, oh, scary. It's really scary. Bolo Yo says true, but most politicians do that. I'm not sure specifically of what I've just said you're referring to. Probably the vagueness of statements. Yeah, a lot of politicians will do that. Like Barack Obama. I think Barack Obama's a great guy. I think I've heard him talk a lot about society and I agree with a lot of the things he say. However, when he says these things, it makes me feel like he's more of a puppet, you know, because he seems to get and see the world the way I'd like someone like him with power to see it. Yet he doesn't seem to have the power to enforce it, because he said he was going to pull the troops out, and it feels like all of the war industry establishment around him has managed to, like, remove his power to stop them going to war. He's supposed to be the president of what's supposed to be the most powerful country. You know, where is his power to do that? Let's pick another chest over here for red sand. But yeah, what was I going to say about Obama? Obama had this statement about, like, change. Obviously, he went into detail about what that was, you know, what the changes were. But when someone's, like, political campaign is let's have change, like, that's incredibly vague, because change is the only thing that ever happens in life. Like, nothing ever stays the same. And if you believe it does on some level, then you can break it down. Like life at its core is in a constant state of change, right? So yeah, some things may be a bit rigid and appear to be the same, but over time everything has to change. And so by having this campaign of we want change, like, why do we have electoral debates and elections? Because people want change. It's the most vague, like, thing that you can get going, because anyone can think, well, I'm here to vote because I want something to be changed, right? And so his campaign and that slogan, you know, saying that you want change, anyone can paint that to their palette of what they want. And so it's kind of a clever one in a way. I'm sure he's not the first to do it. But change is the only thing that can happen. Nothing's going to stay the same. Philip says 2016 Trump wins. 2018 welcome to the Hunger Games. I hope not. I hope not. Going the wrong way here. Mexico should build a wall to keep Trump out. They should. I love South Park's one about that, where the Canadians build a wall to keep the Americans out because they know they're going to migrate or something like that. I thought it was brilliant. Hans Bald says America is the most retarded country ever. Their politic debates are, swear word, reality shows. I would never talk about a country so broadly like that. That's not a nice statement to make. Obviously you're seeing some sort of defect in their political process, but you've got to articulate it better than that, because what you've done there is just broadly like dissed a large amount of people and their country. Like, never speak like that about countries. It's always easy to fall to that because you're trying to articulate your thoughts, and then it's just easier to sort of say, oh, that country's retarded. Never say that about countries or groups of people. Like, always articulate to the problem. Like, figure out exactly what it is you see in the American debates that annoys you. Like, for me, one of the things that annoys me about American debates, and I've seen a lot of this used as satire in movies or comedy sketches, but I've also seen it happen as well, which is where, like, you know, someone's losing an argument, so they start going, USA, US, and everyone starts cheering along, and it's like, what is that? Yeah, like, get to the point. Like, that's something I've seen in America that scares me, where like people just start maddeningly chanting USA. The level of patriotism in America, I think, scares a lot of people elsewhere because we're not used to it. And there's a Megadeth lyric that says, ask not what you can do for your country, ask what your country can do for you. And I like that quote, but I think that's probably... You can flip the coin either way on that one. I really think that a country as a whole and its government should be an establishment to serve the people, and not the people thinking they need to serve the cause of the government, because then whoever gets into the government, their agenda is going to be pushed onto people that believe in supporting the government, you know, like fighting wars for them that don't serve their country, you know, or don't serve them as an individual. That's a JFK quote, says whole lot of lies. Is it? I thought JFK said, ask not what you can do for your country, ask... No, I thought he said it the other way around. He said, don't ask what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. Yes, Lexi says it was JFK's quote flipped. Yes, so I wouldn't agree with JFK on that one. A lot of people see him as a good president. You know, of the various things I've learned, I've also seen some bad sides to what he did. That's generally true of like most presidents. Some exceptions. Nixon, absolutely terrible, the things he did. But yeah, JFK, it's JFK's quote flip. So JFK said, ask not what the country can do for you, what you can do for your country. And it's a very patriotic quote, and if you're into patriotism, it probably is a little bit inspirational, makes a lot of sense. However, I'm not for that line of thinking. I don't think you should be serving the agenda of the establishment. The establishment is there to serve the agenda of the people, to look after them, to make sure, you know, the country runs well and all of that. So I really like that he flipped that quote in his lyrics. I think that's a really, like, good statement to say. People need to think like that. Hey X, if you right click on ghost blocks, you'll see them. Alright, cool tip. Let's see if we can find one. Oh, did we just find one? No, we just like hiccuped a little bit. Let's try and find... Oh, there we go. Ghost block. Aha! Excellent. But was that because we were dual wielding with the torch? Let's remove that and try and find another ghost block. I think it happens when I sort of jump and move around like this. So let's try and encourage some ghost blocking here by moving crazy and jumping as we break blocks. Probably not going to get any now, are we? We'll just continue until we get one. Oh, there we go. Right, so right click and it appears. Amazing. Excellent tip. John Doe's Twitch says, how can I get you to read my comment? I mean, I'm chatting a lot. I do look over at Twitch. What's Jevin saying? It's sad to say, but you understand American politics better than 75% of my country. To be fair, that quote was spoken many, many years ago. A lot has changed since then. Yeah, a lot has changed since then, but America is still largely seen as a patriotic country. And I think patriotism is dangerous. I think, you see, I talked about specifics earlier. I think it's important that we all learn to like get into the specifics of what we're trying to express, because there can be something good that a country does that you should get behind, but it shouldn't therefore mean you're patriotic and you get behind the country as a whole, because then you're in a sense getting behind other things it does as well. Like if America does, let's say they do something really good, they come up with some sort of technology that's going to help everyone, and you know, American people figured out how to do it, then get behind that specifically. You then don't just start charting USA, because it encompasses everything else as well, all the wars and all the bad things. Man, we are absolutely raking in all the orange sand here. There's loads of it to grab, and I am getting through my shovel here, having a good chat with all of you. Learning with X, says Pro Jake. Hopefully it's good learning. Some people would disagree with some of the stuff I say, and that's another thing. Man, there are just so many opinions, it's unbelievable. The older you get, you realise the world is just full of so many opinions. You can drown in them. There's so many out there. Like there'll be some people that will hate everything that I'm saying right now, you know? And that's just the way the world is. I think I'm being reasonable and decent. Other people wouldn't see it like that. Especially if you're into the whole patriotism thing. Because, yeah, some people find it very disrespectful. Eat! Everyone's saying eat! The chat goes wild with eat. Let's have a look here. Samuel... Let's scroll up. Samuel Farmer says, that quote does not mean you have to follow what the establishment wants. It means that you can see a problem in your country. You should do what you can to fix it. Be the change you want to see in the world. Samuel, I reckon you could interpret it that way. I would interpret it different. However, the be the change you want to see in the world... That's a very nice quote. That's one that I would try to live by. Yeah, whenever you're pushed up with something, you know, you've got to do wrong or right, always do the right thing and you'll feel better for it, you know. Don't be afraid to do what's good when you're the one who won't benefit, if that makes sense. And yeah, in a further extent, be the change in the world that you want to see. Do the right thing every time when you can, even if you come off second best for it. So many questions in chat right now, I don't know which one to... Matty says, I also live by that quote. Awesome. That's good to hear. Alright, we've gotten a lot of this now. I think we should get some regular sand too. But I also wanted to grab some different clay types so we can mine it all up now. Let's start mining somewhere... I don't know where to start mining. Somewhere convenient, closer to our portal. There's a load of sand up there we could grab. You're a great streamer, says Cole. Thank you. Thank you, buddy. Well, Nixon established a lot of social securities. He has his good sides. The Lename, from what I know, Nixon was the person who dismantled a lot of public health care and introduced the appalling war on drugs as well, which seemed to just make the problem worse. The war on drugs? The war on drugs. But I don't know like the ins and outs, so I only go by things I've heard. And my impression has always been Nixon was one of the bad guys. Your politics are very easy on my ears, says Monkey. Monkey something. The chat moves so quickly, I could barely keep up. Yeah, apparently this is the only place where we talk politics and people don't descend into a war in chat. Oh. No dissension made in politics can make everyone happy. Dissension, says Bubble Ships. Not quite sure if you're making the same point I just was. What's the plan X? The plan is to just get sand for a while. Let's have a look at what Jevon's saying. To be honest, one of the better presidents was Clinton. Aside from what he did a lot to benefit the country. Yeah, I've looked into Clinton's presidency as well. He was, like, he's an absolute capitalist, but a lot of the economy for the American people improved for their benefit during his presidency, based on like post-presidency analysis of, you know, the actual change of things, so to speak. I think he created a lot of jobs in America as well, whereas now industry has been massively exported, like what's happening over here in the UK. In the UK we produce less and less and we become an import and sell country, which sounds kind of crazy, right? Just to import and sell stuff, but somehow it works at the moment. I don't understand the full economics of it. X, you should watch American Dad. It's hilarious satire to patriotism. I watched it when it first came out all the years ago. It never quite did it for me. Seth MacFarlane's comedy is... I really like it at times in Family Guy, but I feel like over the years he just kept doing the same thing over and over again, and I also feel like he's offensive for offensive's sake, which I think offensive humour is absolutely fine. I think you should be able to put anything in humour, but when you do it for the sake of being outrageous and offensive, sometimes it's really obvious, and I feel like he does that too often for me. I haven't watched Family Guys in years, or American Dad, you know, but I have seen it. So look, Clinton gave the Disney the 95-year corporate deal, worst deal ever. Is that something to do with their whole extending of copyright? Copyright is all out of date and whack, but what you got to understand is that it protects the interests of big business, because they want to own everything, and by owning everything make lots of money. Businesses own the rights to certain genetic code for animals and crop strains and things like that, which is another problem. Where companies have been given the rights to own genetic strands of like crops that they're growing across America, they're also thereby trying to push out the competition and remove other strands of like wheat crop and all crops that are being grown. And therefore, with less genetic diversity, if we were to get hit by some sort of crop superbug that takes out loads of plants, because they've, you know, spread their own genetically owned crop so far, it could wipe out massive parts of like food production instantly. It's a really big problem, but because a lot of governments are pro-capitalist, they're not trying to regulate that, they're trying to encourage it. It shouldn't even be regulated, it shouldn't be allowed. I can't believe that, like, crops, the genetic rights to crops could be owned. Like, that's the genetics is the makeup of life, that's DNA and stuff, right? You know? And yet, somehow, some corporation apparently owns that. What gives them the right? How long will you be live streaming for, says that Cyan Clay? I might go a little bit longer today than usual. We're well past my normal time. I'll see what other jobs need doing here. Because we collected... oh, he's got my torches. We collected all the sand and stuff that we need for now, I reckon. Could maybe pick up some more clays. Hi, zombies everywhere. Bam in your face. Get away from me. There's a skeleton over there. Oh, there's the nether portal, actually. I thought it was up on that hill. Hi. And you're dead. X, just look at Australia. We have had 5 Prime Ministers since 2012. Our trade with China and other countries is huge. We rely heavily on import and export. There is problems in every country of politics. Absolutely. The reason why that's happening to countries like Australia, America and England is because we were first, let's say, in booming and progressing into the current state of affairs with industry and production. And then, as the other countries took off behind us, we've now, because there's wealth in the country, that wealth is in the hands of, you know, big people as well as the middle class to some extent. And then they've realised that it's easier to outsource. It's cheaper to outsource. So now, you know, your Apple products will be made by kids in slave labour camps in other countries where they don't have laws to say workers have rights, and they'll migrate their production there, and then they'll import it back into the country to buy and sell. It's just a crazy system. For example, if you buy British apples in the UK, there's a good chance that the apples have been plucked here in England, shipped somewhere else to be washed, and then shipped back again, because it is cheaper to dump all your apples onto a ship, sail it across an ocean, get slave labour to wash the apples and ship them back again, than it is to do it in the same country. Now, obviously, we all understand that that's hugely inefficient. It's exploiting people through the slave labour. It's bad for the environment to have so much pollution caused by, you know, just transporting large amounts of goods around. We need to, you know, transport less in order to pollute less. Yeah, there's several reasons why it's bad. Some of you probably figure it out. Yet we do it because the most profitable way is the one that's pursued, right? So these companies aren't going to give a damn about all of that. They're going to ship the apples out of the country so they can get them washed cheaper by slave labour. Cheap workers, higher prices, says Sinestro. Sort of. Sort of. I mean, it's just like... I don't know how to frame it. Slavery is illegal everywhere, friend. CMP Gamers, slave labour, yeah, maybe not slavery. I keep saying slave labour, don't I? I guess what I'm saying is that... Alright, how can I explain it? In order for capitalism to function in the way it does, like, someone has to cream off the top of the work of the workers, right? If you do work, then in theory the value of your work should allow you to buy it back. Like, let's say you make shoes, you should be able to buy a pair of shoes back if you made a pair of shoes because you put in the work to make it. So then capitalism is creaming off of the top. It's exploiting workers to create wealth for the ruling class at the top. So what I'm saying is that they're going to use cheaper workforces. That could be child labour, because there isn't like laws to protect child labour in those countries. When I say slave labour, I'm basically saying that it's unfair. So over here in the UK, where we have more workers' rights because we fought for them and people went out and protested and got them, a lot of that in the past, not so much in recent years, that means they're going to migrate their workforces to where they don't have those rights to save their money, because they want to exploit people as much as they can to make the money. Reco says that's how capitalism works. They only care about profit. Yeah, I mean, it's a system of greed and profit. In a way, it sort of makes sense when you say things like, you know, like competition is healthy. That by competing you'll create a better product, which is not true. It's something you can say which sort of sounds like it makes sense. So if someone were to defend capitalism and say that, you know, with competition we make the better product, if you look into it, you don't. That's not what happens. What happens is companies try to make the most profitable products. Therefore, if we've got product A, which is, let's say it's an iPad, it's solid, it's brilliant, it works really well, but we've also got this second model that's 10 times cheaper to make, and it will break down after a year or two. They'll want to sell you the second one, right? This is like, think about all the tack that you've seen over time. You know, you go into a shop and there's like tacky little toys. You know, what is that? They're trying to make a market to sell you something, either through advertising. They'll create false demand to sell because it's all about the profit motive. A great example of where it stalls technology would be with computers, because you have these competing companies like AMD and Intel which do the same thing, and they divide the workforce. So two sets of people work on, you know, processor technology and graphics technology, and then when it comes to releasing it to people, it's more profitable to sell it in form of like cyclical consumption, where you make sure that the technology is out of date in a few years, so people have to upgrade their hardware, and you also release it in this form where they release tons and tons of different graphics cards and chipsets that all are a tiny little bit different or better than other ones. They'll start by selling it high at first and then bring down the price after, and it's all about maximizing profit. So because of that, we have a system where, you know, divided workforce, and we create products based on how to make it more profitable, as opposed to having both Intel and AMD work together to figure out the best stuff possible for computers, and then releasing it on the basis of, right, let's make something truly solid, put it out there, and then put our efforts into the next thing. So, you know, like, let's say every year we get, you know, 2 or 3 processors or graphics cards, as opposed to what we have now, which is like just loads and loads after the other. And then yeah, does that... Oh, really going off on one. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Like, you have competing companies researching the same things, competing against one another to put out products in the most profitable manner, which usually means just constant incremental upgrades to, first of all, rip off enthusiasts who will throw money at things like that, and then eventually push it to mass market, as opposed to them working together, making the best things possible, and releasing one after the other solid things that will last for long amounts of time. Something like that. Megaridode says, can we stop talking about politics? It's kind of boring after a while. I can understand that. I think everyone should listen to Holy Wars by Megadeth. I couldn't agree more. Holy Wars is a fantastic song. In fact, the whole Rust in Peace album is an absolute classic. Luigi Ben says, Nvidia has to finance AMD to make sure they have competition. There's probably some sort of cross-financing. For example, like, I will not get into this now because everyone is getting really, really all over the place in chat, it looks like. I'm going to give you one example of why you'll hear about, like, you know, a company is funding a competition. Like in World War I, you think of it of like, okay, there's all these countries, they're opposed to one another. Same for World War II. Problem is, people don't realise that the bankers, the people with all the wealth, funded all sides of the war. They gave money to all countries because it served their interest to have a war, because they would pay for all the countries to have their ammunitions produced and to fund a war, to go to war, because wars cost money. And then, in turn, those countries would be in debt to all the bankers, and the people that would pay that debt are the working people like you and me. We pay it through taxes, we pay it through the country's wealth and its debt and its economic state, and they profit from wars. They profit by funding all sides. Like the Americans, some American bankers funded the Nazis. The Bush family were linked to doing that, and vice versa. There would have been, you know, all sorts of people who funded both sides on a war because they're not interested in anything really but making profit, which they do through loaning massive amounts of monies to countries that believe they want to go to war, and then the people pay the price for it. Killer Mike says this is the deepest Twitch stream I've ever been in. Brilliant. Right, is there anything else? I could still do a little bit more, but I don't know what else we need to do at this point. I'm sort of geared up for all the other stuff. Stop with politics, please. Okay, we've reached our limit, I think. Everyone's you can keep talking, just do something, says Red Hat. I don't have anything else to do now. We mined up sand, we got our enchanted shovel. We could do another enchantment, but I think I should probably crack on with some other things today. Blocky Radiation says you have to wonder why X knows so much about this stuff. Hashtag Assuminati. I know so much because I want to learn about this sort of stuff, and I do learn. I'm getting tired. See you later, everyone. Alright, see you later, buddy. King Seto, thanks for coming by. X, when are you going to build a house? Try to use trapdoors as well. It looks very cool. Also, show us your new skeleton farm, please. Yeah, we'll go check out the skeleton farm. When will I build a house? Next episode. It's behind all of that. That's my spoiler wall. Strip Mine says tick time. No, I don't think I'm going to do anything else. We're going to go down here and check this out. Man, you guys get me talking. Like, I know not everyone likes it, right? But we streamed for like an hour and a half without talking about anything like that, and then one person asked one question, you set me off on it. But it seems like a lot of you like that, so I'm happy to talk it for a while. Lentz1 Rausch says, now I know why there are 2.2k people here. This is one of the smartest streams I've ever been in. Oh, thank you. I'm amazed. I keep looking over and I'm amazed that everyone's still sticking around. We were here doing Minecraft, and now I'm chatting me gossip about my opinions, and everyone's sticking around. This is the farm that we built. Let's walk around it and look at it from different sides. Okay. Oh wow, all the opinions are coming in. Bam, bam. See you later. Well, actually, I can't really get in there to show you it. It's dark at the moment. Let's turn on the lights. Okay, Janice says I love the talking. Awesome. I think you'll probably find every other stream or something we'll be getting into this sort of chatting stuff again, because people do seem to enjoy it. I mean, every time I go into talking about it, there's someone complaining in chat, but there's also the same amount of people watching, so I'm like, okay. Right, so we built this today. Lights up top. You've got your skeleton spawner there. Glass blocks on top to stop it from having one spawn on top. They fall down into the water, and then there's just a little drowning trap which we can't quite see. What about that? Can we also... we can move into here. So they flow under there, they get pushed up, they drown, and then their drops fall into a little hopper collection chain, and it goes down here, and we get some bone meal from it. So I'm glad we came down here, because I'm going to AFK here now for a while. Oh, I don't have a torch. This is my torch. Oh, I'm also going to sneeze. Let's mute one sec. Dinosaur Bet says, what political stance are you, socialist? No, I am just... I don't like to have a stance, as I've said before, because if you say I am this or I am that, other people will interpret what that means about your opinions, and I don't like that. I would much rather talk specifically to a point that's being raised than have a label which someone else can identify as you believe this or that, which may or may not be true. Because I don't agree with everything that, like, let's say, socialism would say. I have my own opinions. That's why I don't like parties and stuff so much, but, you know, they have their pluses. Anyway, it's been a tremendous stream. You got me chatting away again. Probably the longest stream we've done in a while. Thank you to everyone for coming by. We had loads of donations today, as well as new subscribers, so thank you to all of you. If any of the subscribers are watching, do remember Extreme UHC is later today. And thank you everyone for watching. Thank you everyone for hanging out in chat and coming by and listening to me ramble. It's going to be it from me today. I'm not going to raid. Well, actually, let's check. I've got my little raid shortcut up. Shortcut up. Well said. Well said. I've got my raid shortcut set up and no one else is online, so that'll be it. Alright, do hope you have enjoyed it. And yeah, this video will be uploaded to YouTube. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.